Okay, good morning. Hello, welcome to the week. What's up? How are you? Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Oh shit, we're still on the lower angle. Higher angle. This never happened. Hello. Hi. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. This is Zecke coming live at you from the mostly sunny Germany. California, located entirely within Germany. The clouds are very crisp today. Do you know those days where the clouds are like super duper well defined? Like they're so crisp. They feel like they've been rendered really nicely. They're not like wishy-washy or anything in the sky. Yeah. It's one of those days. Okay, how are we doing? Hello, Burple. Hi, Lord Peace. Hello, Warren. Hi, Cassie. Hello, how have you been? Hi, Elizabeth. StreamElements bot, welcome. We'll get to the tangent. What's good, my German comrade? Everything's pretty good right now. I slept well. I had a good, waking up time. I drank some water. Dobry dien, Thel. Hello. Heyo. Hi, Howl. Yes, the new outfit is vibing. Everything is good. I'm vibing, I'm having a good time. Yesterday Vosh streamed early, which means I get a lot of sleep. Well rested, we're vibing. I took a nap early, and when I woke up from my eyesight was all blurry and fucky wucky. That's bad. That is very bad. Are the eyes back to normal? I sure hope they are. Did you know you can randomly get I think it's called Brown's disease. I've recently learned about this and I've never recovered since. You can randomly get this fucking disease that makes your eyes all fucky, like forever. It's bad. I don't like it. Love that new design. First time to stream on time. I stream on time all the time. I'm so on time all the time. Usually. I've overslept like twice. But that's pretty good for a whole year. Yeah, it's like a thing. Your eyes can get weird randomly. It can happen at any point. It's kind of like a summer outfit. Yeah, right? It's more summery than the other one. But I want to make a secondary one for my birthday later in August as well. But that's in August. That's not right now. We have time. It's okay. I'm quick, okay? I wanted to read Warren's tangent before I forget. But now it's gone. Oh no, you deleted it. I scrolled up and everything. I wanted to read it. How dare you? Well, now I can't read it anymore. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, then. I'm just thinking, I think my eyes are somewhat normal now. Okay, normal is good. Normal eyes are good. I like normal eyesight. That's pretty alright. So how have you all been doing? I hope you've been doing well. I've been doing well as well. Like I said, oh, Tenji is here too. Hello, Tenji. Rip Warren Tangent. Yes, it was there in the comments before, but he deleted it. Got rid of it. Man. Is your profile picture scary? Your profile picture is very pink. I was gonna ask, using at least 24 gift cards in one transaction to buy a laptop. What? 24? That means 24. At least 24 gift cards. Is that legal? Are you allowed to do that? Maybe some stores have a limit on how many gift cards you can use in one purchase. I wouldn't know. Gift cards are something I usually don't have most of the time. We had a gift card the last time me and my mother had a gift card. It was for the Biomarkt, which means good and healthy food nearby, something like that. Hello, you two, welcome. Hi, Addiction. Hi, Siska. How you doing? Store doesn't tell you if there's a limit. Well, I guess then you gotta try it out, right? Be like, here, I have to ask first, maybe, before you take it to the cash register. Can I pay with 12 gift cards? They're right here. Or do they not stack that far? I think it's because I slept with my eyes over my arm. Okay, yeah, eye-arm contact, I see. I do that sometimes, I think. That's a heavy-looking chain. That is a heavy chain. I got it from the Baumarkt, where I got all of my chains from. Wait, Wait, do you want real-life chain foliage? Let me lean over here. This is a chain that would be a slightly lighter than the chain pictured on the screen. Real life chain foliage. They're always from the Baumarkt, which is the department store, because they're much cheaper there. Aquí como, hola amiga, ¿cómo estás? Está muy bien. Thank you, Robin. Mucho pena. Molto pena. I don't know. I think those were at least 2 languages. I speak neither Spanish nor Italian, so there we go. The gift cards are third party, which allows you to use them at different stores depending on the card. But there is one store in common. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I've been alright trying to get my autism diagnosis put on paper. Ooh, nice. Yes, good luck. As it wasn't formally diagnosed. Hope it goes well. Vibes! One day, I will also get a diagnosis for whatever's going on up there, which, you know, may or may not be autism, potentially. But that day is not today. That day is not anytime soon, because anytime you... That's the thing with having healthcare, okay? Having healthcare is good, right? But also, I think that's a thing in most countries that have healthcare. Correct me if I'm wrong. You have a hard time getting doctors that are available because they're always overbooked. Like, first of all, there's no I don't have a general practitioner because nobody takes new patients in this entire town, at least not that I found anybody. They're all full. They're like, oh, you don't have a general practitioner that you go to yet? Well, we don't take any new patients. So leave unless it's an emergency. Then, of course, you do get treated. It's not an emergency, though, so okay. Fine, well. And then, if you try to go directly to anybody who's like a therapist, a psychiatrist, whatever type of doctor that you would need, they're like, we don't have any space available, actually. Okay. And so much so that they are not even like, oh, try again in like two months, half a year. No, they're just like, no. They tell you, nah, that's not gonna happen, brother. It's like, okay, I see how it is. Muito bom. You just wear that chain every day, huh? I have multiple chains. I have different chains. But yeah, I do wear those chains, I do. American mental health kind of sucks, though, especially down here in the South. Oh, yeah, I don't want to trade with you guys. I just want to complain about my thing, but I do not want to trade with you guys at all. Like, okay, I would rather not get... okay, that's kind of bad. I would rather not get treatment for like a year, and then maybe after a year... Mahlzeit! Oh, no, not... I hate Mahlzeit. I hate that as a greeting, but hello. Also, hi, Iko-chan. Hello, du gibst mir das Gefühl, dass du meine Schwester bist. Very cute, very cute. Let's all be sisters here. Well, maybe not quite that familiarly close, but still. Never break the chain. No, I would rather not get treatment for like a year and then maybe after a year, but like for free in quotation marks, because, you know, you do pay monthly for this shit. I pay a lot monthly for this shit. Another thing that I would like to complain about every chance that I get, because Germany is nice to you until you're, how would you call that in English? Until you're a independent person. Like, you work, but you don't work for a company, you work for yourself, but you pay taxes for yourself and all of that stuff. The second you do that, the second you, like, are independent working for yourself, whatever, self-employed, there it is, I found it, okay. The second you're self-employed, the state fucking hates you. They want you dead. They hate you so much. I'd rather get delayed than not have anything at all. Yeah, that's very, very true. Self-employed, there it is. Yes, I found it too. At some point I found my words. But I think if I searched a little harder, if I tried a little harder, I think I could find somebody probably to look at. And at least it wouldn't cost, like, I don't know, thousands of dollars like it does in America whenever you want to get anything treated, anything whatsoever. I heard, like, costs per hour for a therapist is like, I don't know, it's $300 or something per hour. I've heard crazy numbers, okay? They sound crazy, but they might be real because it's America. You see, I pay a lot monthly for health insurance, and it's mandatory. So it's not even like, because I'm pretty healthy. I was like, I don't need health insurance. I'll just not have it. But actually, that's not an option. You do have to have it. You do, in fact, have to have it. I wonder what they would do if you just can't pay it, because it's pretty expensive. I don't know. I'm very confused about this. I'm shrugging. I have no info on this matter. But yeah, that's something I like to complain about, but then it's better than not having health insurance, I'm pretty sure. You know, in case anything ever does happen. It hasn't for many, many years. I can't remember the last time I needed any healthcare, aside from, like, the shots for COVID. But, you know, the United States is one of those places where you can threaten to call an ambulance to someone. I know, right? Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. Wouldn't trade it at any point. Never, ever. Certainly not. The people I've spoken to from Germany are mostly Dortmund fans. We only talked about football. Oh, my condolences. I mean, unless, of course, you're into football, soccer, whatever, then hell yeah. But personally, I would rather talk about a lot of things aside from football with Germans and or otherwise. I don't even know. Like, there's teams. I'm aware there's teams. I have no idea. They're usually named after cities, so... You could pick, like, your favorite city. I'm sure Leipzig. Does Leipzig have a soccer team? I think they do. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know much about sports in general, though. Well, do we want to get into the news a little bit? Bayern München fan, of course you are. Of course you are. Not a sports ball fan either. Very valid, very vibes. The only sports I've ever watched is esports, League of Legends, LCS, which is not better, arguably, but you know. You've been a Madrid fan since 2006. Damn, that's a long time. Let's go. Rep your teams and stuff. I mean, I used to like TSM when I watched esports, so that's the only thing I can compare it to. But alright. alright. So I counted. You have 42 gift cards. Do you think it's excessive? I mean, it's certainly excessive, but as long as it's allowed, I think you should use it, right? League player spotted, unsubbed. Don't worry, I stopped playing. I actually haven't played League in a very long time. I used to, but that is my dark and tragic backstory, okay? That's part of the backstory. It's very important to know this about me. But it's also okay if you forget about it again, actually. The docket. Let's go. Let's look at what we have to talk about today. I have a couple of things lined up. I mean, as always. There's a few things. I like just showing you what's on the docket, what we're gonna do today. I mean, it's the same thing as the title, but more detailed, because it's my Google Doc. I love having Google Docs. I love trying to be organized. Okay, this time I also checked again if I'm recording or not, because for the last 2 streams that I wanted to record, I forgot to record them, and then I had to record them afterwards, and that's always very annoying, okay? Yeah, you're trying to buy a new laptop around 2K. Damn! That's expensive. Wouldn't you rather get a computer, maybe? I don't know if you want a do you need a laptop for 2K? I mean, maybe you do. God, that's so expensive. Holy shit. Can't wait to live alone so I don't have to deal with soccer fans loudly occupying the living room every Saturday. Oh boy, yeah. I also wanna move out as well. Do you think Ref will ever debate you? I mean, it's possible. You know, let's imagine a hypothetical scenario where my channel, blows up to a size that's comparable to Ref. I think that would, although I was gonna say that would be what it takes for him to talk to me, but he has called out, but he usually just calls out people on like Twitter or whatever who are much smaller than he is, and then he's like, haha, look at you, fucking loser, or whatever. So yeah, that might happen, I guess. But an actual debate, I think that would not happen right now, but maybe in the future. Let's become roomies! I hate the idea of roomies. I've toyed with the idea of roomies before, but also at the same time, I don't think I could do roomies. I don't think I could be roommates with I mean, I could, but I wouldn't, like, choose it as a first choice, you know what I mean? Also, hi Caliban, what's up? I just read the title of the stream again, and that makes me want to say that Reddit doing the whole bullshit with the API is such a fucking cringe move. It is. It very much is. We've talked about this, we being the stream yesterday, a lot yesterday, because there was like talks about maybe if it would be better if Reddit went public, I think, or something, but I don't really understand how that works in specifics. But I have some articles for that, so we can look at that later. Ref is such a dirtbag. Yeah, he's leafy for lollicons. He really is. And the thing, like, it's amazing in a bad way. Amazing in a bad way that he's so popular in the year of our Lord, 2023. You'd think we're over this at that point, but no. I guess the anime community at large, you know, are still clinging on to that past of when Leafy was super duper popular, so like 2016-ish. I don't understand. I thought we like moved on from this era of the internet, but apparently we didn't. Alright, I forgot Reddit isn't a public company. Yeah, they are not. And maybe it would be good if they were, because maybe it would be good if some more online sites were public companies. I don't know. But first I wanted to talk about some Twitter blue changes. Have you seen this? I've seen this. This is the tweet. The first tweet that I have right here is the tweet where I first learned about this. This might affect you too, if you don't have Twitter blue. And I'm assuming most of you don't, because you're cool and not boring and lame. So, Twitter, can I zoom in so that you can also read this? Yes, I can, and I will. Yeah, I'll talk about the Reddit thing. Maybe we can do that before Berlusconi. So Twitter artist thing, this is the context that I've been presented this information in. Non-Twitter Blue users will no longer be able to DM unless they're followed back. This change could drastically reduce the amount of bot DMs people receive. However, this means any client that you don't follow will be unable to DM you as well. You know, talking about like commission artists in this case. Don't forget to display your contact info and website clearly, truly, because DMs are not going to be a viable tactic of contacting people anymore, which kind of sucks in my opinion. What did apartheid Andy do now? More apartheid, truly. A bigger rift between verified accounts and not. So we have 2 screenshots that talk about this. That's gonna hurt artists a lot. I know a lot of commission artists who work through Twitter DMs. And even generally, I think it's nice to get a hold of people via Twitter DMs, right? I just found this blue thing this morning. Yeah, it's fucking sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, why do we allow bags of failure like Musk to do dumbass shit? Society moment, because he has money. It truly is a society moment, isn't it? Another great thing to talk about, how do we turn social media into public utilities, and how can we sustain that? I agree yes, that is a good thing to segue into with the Reddit thing. I think it's just, you know, government should take care of that. I guess the government that the social media is based in, even though everybody around the world uses it, so I don't really know. And taxes, I suppose. Like, I'm pro taxes. We could tax the rich some more to keep our social media sites up. Wouldn't that be nice? We live in an economy. Oligarchs. So true. Elon seems to be really desperate to get money. Sure seems like it, right? Like, so many more monetization methods are being explored right now. That, and he promised, oh, my Twitter Blue thing will get rid of bots. It hasn't. The bots have gotten worse. He's like, fuck, we need to get rid of these fucking bots. And this is his approach, apparently, but I don't think that, I mean, it will work. It will help. You won't get as many bot DMs, but you won't get any DMs either. And I guess if you have Twitter Blue, the bots may buy Twitter Blue. Wait, who can DM again? We'll see. Okay. Which one was posted first out of these 2? I don't know. Twitter is working on to only allow verified user to add people that don't follow. Oh, well, then it won't work because the bots already buy. Some bots already buy Twitter Blue, dude. It might not work at all then. Well, great. Create a group with users that don't follow them. Send direct message requests to people that don't follow them. It's like literally opposite. That's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Jesus Christ. Hi, Left Thought. Elon continues to be cringe. We are all surprised. We are shocked even. The screenshots. Yeah, with screenshots here. Oh, okay, so that is the receipt for that one, I suppose. I don't know. That is literally the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Bots and other like spam stuff might still buy Twitter Blue, but you will still get messages from those guys then. Well, great. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Update Twitter to change policy to reduce spam DMs later this week. This week? I guess this week. Actually, like the scam Japanese MILF DMs I get. It makes me feel wanted. You know, right? Like, leave them. No, I do find them annoying. I don't get like an exorbitant amount, but I can imagine that people with a larger following get like a lot. Only verified users will be able to send DMs to users that don't follow them back. Like, either I would go with either everybody or no one, but all right, of course, you can still pay your way through. Imagine my shock. Hopefully releasing the update this week. As I've said many times, it is increasingly difficult to distinguish between AI bots. Soon it will be impossible. The only social networks that survive will be those that require verification. The payment system is a means of verification that increases bot cost by a lot. Yeah, and all those costs go into your pocket. How convenient. I think if they're making good money off of it, they're more likely to get the verification than somebody who just uses Twitter like for fun and might want to DM somebody that is not following them. You know, some big creators have their DMs open for various reasons, and that's pretty good, as well as, of course, literally every and any commission artist. Absolutely crazy. Hello, Masse. Hello. Hi. Zecke here. Talking about Twitter craziness, as always. We also have a second tweet that I wanted to look at. I hope this is a different screenshot. Oh yeah, this is a separate thing that like coincides with the first thing. Elon Musk is just making this like pay to play in a horrible way. I absolutely hate it. The only verification they do is probably just taking payment. Exactly. They're not like, okay, you pay and you prove that you're a person. No, as long as you pay, it's absolutely fine. I'm sure maybe I don't know about tech stuff this much, obviously, but I'm sure there is some way you could make verification more difficult. Maybe that's not a good idea now that I'm speaking it out loud, but if you wanted to go with the verification route, you could like ask people to provide like actual like verification that they're a human being and stuff. Now that also seems annoying, but it sounds like a more clear solution to the problem that they're trying to fix. Then again, would I do that? I don't know. Musk is acting like he isn't promoting these bots and scams himself. Exactly. Like, he doesn't give a shit. He just wants more money. God, how long has it been since Musk bought Twitter? A few months, right? I feel like it must have been almost a year. It feels like it's been a year to me anyway. Hello, Google. Elon Musk buy Twitter date. Thank you. Well, okay, but that's when he bought it. Is that when he started doing this exactly? Okay. It concluded on October 27th. Alright. So, like, about end of last year, I guess. Like, okay. Like, November-ish. In November, I guess he took over. Late October of last year. So it's not been a full year yet. It sure feels like it's always been this horrible, horrible nightmare thing. December probably, right? It must have taken a little bit longer. Damn, I felt like it was so much longer. Holy shit. Elon Musk became the CEO of Twitter on October 27th, 2022. Damn. Okay. I thought this was going on for much longer already. Jesus. But my perception of time is very fucked, so that makes sense. Twitter is reportedly working on limiting DMs sent per day for non-verified users. So it's not just DMing new people. It's also generally DMs, apparently. Get verified to send more messages. It's been a millennium in hell. It feels like it, doesn't it? It does feel like it. You've hit the maximum limit. You've hit the maximum limit for direct messages in a single day. Sign up for Twitter Blue to continue messaging. All right. Sounds great. Sounds amazing, you know? Why? So I know some people, weird people, admittedly, like, who does this? But some people do this. Some people use Twitter as well as Instagram, but Instagram is not being affected by this, of course, but I feel it's the same sort of general concept. Just, like, as a messaging software. People just message via Twitter. Weird. I wouldn't do that, but okay. But, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Instagram looking really hot right now, though. Yeah, limiting DMs too, apparently. Okay, I mean, this is Dextero. I don't know. Dextero may not be like the best source, but you know, we'll see. This would limit use. We'll see what actually happens, right? But this is the news so far, I guess. Who the frick uses Twitter to chat? Some people do. Some people do. This would limit users' time on the app too. Yeah, that's true actually. Rather than pushing users to sign up for Twitter Blue, ad revenue is already been cut back. Losing a portion of user screen time would be a terrible business decision. This screams of desperation. I agree with Chuds of TikTok, whom I think I follow. Do I follow you? Yes, I do follow you. Okay. I don't know what Elon Musk. I mean, I know what Elon Musk is trying to do, but it doesn't seem to be working very well now, does it? No. Nobody wants to buy your stupid Twitter Blue, okay? Accept that. Just accept it as a fact, okay? Please. Like, for the artists, this is really going to be pretty detrimental, like they talked about in this tab over here. And what does the golden verification icon mean? I thought that was... No, there's different ones. Do I know what that means? I think this means that they're like a... It says when you hover it, does it say... Hello? No? Verified account. This account is verified because it's an official organization on Twitter. See? It's like, it differentiates. Kick has it as well. Twitch has it. Whatever Charlie Intel is, they have it. It's like different levels of verification, which is also a very funny thing if you look back on it. He introduced Twitter Blue in order to make everybody be able to be verified, like official organizations and official celebrities and whatnot, but now afterwards he had to introduce different colors of verification in order to still keep the Twitter Blue buyers apart from the actual organizations, which totally defeats the point of introducing it in the first place. Yeah. He's probably trying to get some solvency for Twitter, but man, what the fuck. Yeah, he's trying his best to make this not a losing venture, but he's also running it into the ground, so, you know. I hope his customer base turns on him for this. It would be good, but the problem is that Twitter is such a household name. Like, everybody uses Twitter, and everything, like, happens on Twitter, right? It's really hard to try and find alternatives. Like, people have been talking about Mastodon, and then there's the weird one where it's like BSKY or something in your username. I don't even know what that is. I just see people getting accounts for that website. I don't even know what it is. They're just so, like, inaccessible. You try to move to a different platform. Like, I try to be more active on Tumblr again, that sort of stuff. But it just doesn't really work because everything is on Twitter. It's a problem when stuff has like a monopoly, you know? Is Elon still running Twitter? Yeah, Blue Ski is what that is. Ah, see, Blue Sky. Yeah, don't even know what exactly the deal with that is. I just see people getting invited over there. And Trump Twitter. True. Yes. Truth social, something like that, right? I think, whatever that's called. But I would never step foot in there. Technically, yes, but he announced a new CEO, but I don't know what happened with that. He's still acting the same way he was earlier. Yeah, Blue Sky has a wait list. Exactly. Like, you can't really do that. The water's Blue Sky. Yeah. Truth social. It's Truth social. Elon Musk shouted out Atomic Heart. He has priorities, you know, what he wants to do on his, oh god, this is very long. I wanted to read this, but now it's very long. I can already tell artists are gonna riot against this. Here's my take. Bad side is, yeah, clients might stop at the fact that they can't DM you and not looked for any other way to contact you. You might lose some client opportunities over this change until people get used to looking into bios and pinned tweets more. I think it might be a quite a big issue for artists. I agree, but good side is no more botted DM follows. No more botted DMs allow us for uncensored tweets, including trigger words such as commission, etc. Oh yeah, right. Twitter has been making life really hard for artists to begin with. Apparently, like, certain words are censored, or rather, if you put certain words into your tweets, they get absolutely shadow banned to hell because Twitter just assumes that you're a bot. Because, of course, there's no real artists on Twitter. Everything about commissions, etc. is just bots immediately. Right. This makes it a lot easier for potential clients to post that they're looking to hire without having to worry about their inbox getting blown up. So technically, I don't think it's hurting artists all that much. It's only a bother because it will change habits, but I can't say I'm unhappy with not having to block 10 accounts a day. Almost like it would be nice if we found a better solution to the bot problem, but alas, we don't. Truth social. That's the one. Can't wait for Elon to sell off Twitter to someone else when he's broken it down too much. It will happen eventually, right? Right? It must happen at some point. But who's gonna buy Twitter at this point? I mean, there's probably people who still want it. But would they be better alternatives? I don't know. How about Twitter goes public? Just, you know, let the government do it. Put it away. What's important now is how we approach this in the future. I don't think it's a bad or a good change. I mostly think there isn't really a perfect solution to this issue. Including multiple ways to contact you is a good workaround from artists. That's true. You should just put your email. Get emails back. People haven't used emails enough in like the last year or so. Get back onto the email grind set, I guess. As for clients, since we'll no longer be able to DM them unless they follow us, make sure to include clear information about your work, website, portfolio, way to contact you, etc. when you comment on client tweets. Essentially, prove that you're not a robot. Jesus, sounds complicated. I'd buy it for free. I can probably do it better. Honestly, yeah, I believe in you. I don't know much about you, but I do believe in you. I do believe in you. Isabel will do a better job running Twitter than Elon Musk, and I stand by that. By public, do you mean government-owned or shares on the stock market? Well, that's a good question. I feel like it would be nice if social media was government-owned. Perhaps. I think it would be. Maybe. If every single Twitter user offered $3 and we put them all together, then we could all own Twitter. Twitter for all of us. Yes. Nationalize Twitter. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that would be a good solution for like huge social media sites like this. I don't know. Alternatively, you can try to contact them somewhere else if they're interested in hiring. I guess so. People could use ArtStation, I guess. ArtStation is a website that's very much geared towards commissions and stuff like that. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I glance over at the trends for me and I get jump scared by the trends for me. I'm sorry. I don't know what they're about most of the time. Half of the time they're just people, you know, and gaming and whatever. And it's like, but sometimes Germany comes through and gives me the most unhinged shit I've ever seen every single day in the trends. It's a surprise every time. Okay, but what I wanted to add, here's my email. You can contact me on my email. Can I zoom into this doc? Yes, I can. Here's my email if you need me. As long as Twitter DMs are still open, my DMs are also open, but you know, I have an email. Oh, you get spam NSFW in your tweet. I have some NSFW tweets show up sometimes, I guess, but I try not to follow too many people who post NSFW. I think I have unfollowed people because of that before. I'm like, oh, you're cool, and they are, but then they also post a lot of NSFW. Same on Tumblr, especially on Tumblr, actually. I'm like, oh yeah, you're cool, but then they just post porn, like, all the time, and I'm like, I appreciate it, you do you, but like, I would rather not. I would rather not. Thank you, please. Okay? Oh, I didn't even make this check mark yet. There you go. We've talked about the Twitter Blue changes, especially though the like limit for DMs sent per day. It's just crazy. Okay, why would you do that? Why would you instate a policy such as this, limiting DMs, like, just in general, or to new people? I don't know. We'll see what actually happens of this, because, you know, Elon Musk likes to announce a lot of things that then never happen, or happen like way later in the future, so we'll figure it out. Meanwhile, me, who created an account specifically for art and NSFW, you're thriving. You are thriving. You have it all figured out, you know? That's good. Yeah, you can leave. You can leave. If it helps, you can hide tags on your dash. Oh, can you? I figured that would be... Oh, on Tumblr, right? Yeah, on Tumblr you can. You're right. I know that, technically. That would help, maybe. I guess. Why am I just on Twitter? Why am I just on the home? Yeah, this is a good meme. In regards to the whole situation, you know, just breathing costs $1, talking costs $5, standing costs $10, existing $2, lollygagging $2, chewing another $1. You know, just monetize the experience over on Twitter.com. Yes, Reddit being sweatier than usual. Let's pull Reddit up before the Berlusconi stuff. Can I just move him down here? Is that possible? Yes. I'm good at using this site. Reddit blackout. Let's talk about that first. We have a BBC article, we have a tweet, and we have the live stream. Okay, well, let's go BBC. Let's go BBC first. Me and Warren are the same for real. Twitter is only good for art and porn. You thrive. You do that. You do that. RIP r/traa. There's a lot of subreddits that have gone down. Literally, when you try to search something up, you know, because that's how you use Google nowadays. You put Reddit at the end of your Google search. I do that as well. If I try to find something like more specific, I search Reddit at the end of it. And oftentimes, you don't get results now. Well, you get results, but you can't click on them because they don't lead anywhere. Although yesterday I googled something about Discord and the Discord subreddit had not gone dark by then, so I could still use it. Man. The people in charge of Reddit are having a Reddit moment. They are. Femboy hentai is also down. Tough times for everyone, huh? I only found out about the blackout because I tried going to that sub. Good. Reddit blackout. Subreddits to go private on Monday. That's yesterday. It's supposed to be going for 2 days, which maybe we'll talk about the whole, like, efficiency of a 2-day strike, because I don't know if that'll do anything. To be honest, I was trying to comb through the battle rankings, but it got snipped. It's all gone. So Reddit is introduced. So why are subreddits even going down? Thousands of Reddit communities will be inaccessible on Monday in protest at how the site is being run. As far as I know, Monday and Tuesday, so like today as well. Yeah, 48 hours. Okay, they're saying that as well. Not the femboys, no. Reddit is introducing a controversial change to developers of third-party apps, which are used to browse the social media platform, which, as I've been informed, so I'm not a Redditor, but I know people who do use Reddit. Apparently, these are very, very vital to making the site function in any meaningful way whatsoever, because Reddit isn't that good at functioning on its own. So, You do actually need those. Especially for moderating, I've heard. I don't use Reddit that much. We have a Reddit technically, but like nobody uses it because I don't like to use Reddit much, at least. But this has resulted in a backlash, with moderators of some of the biggest subreddits making their communities private for 48 hours in protest. Almost 3,500 subreddits will be inaccessible as a result. Yeah, we know what a subreddit is. Thank you. I mean, this is the BBC. They wouldn't know. People who read BBC articles wouldn't necessarily know what a subreddit is. It does rely heavily on community moderation, always like unpaid people who are just Reddit mods, I guess. As well as a few paid administrators. The website uses tens of thousands of unpaid moderators, exactly, known as mods. I mean, it's true, to keep the website functional. I was genuinely so upset over that, not gonna lie. I need my femboy. Content, yes, you need your femboy content now that I've been deprived of one. Don't you have a different source, or is it only Reddit? I mean, Reddit is just a place where content accumulates, right? It's usually not the place where content is primarily posted to. You need like a different content aggregator, I guess. I'm so sick of these social medias going full Arasaka from Cyberpunk. I don't get that reference, but I'm sure a lot of people in chat do. Like, they just want to make things worse all the time. Discord is making things worse. Reddit is making things worse. Twitter is making things worse. Can't we have social media websites that are making things better? Please, anywhere, please. So I guess they're making, they weren't making money, I suppose. Maybe that's why APIs need to, you need to pay for using APIs. The thing is, the prices I've heard are pretty insane for using APIs. Also, who pays these? Do the people who put them into their Reddit or the people who install them pay these prices, or the API themselves? I don't know. Arasakawa is a megacorp from Cyberpunk. Ah, thank you. See, I have sources. I have sources that tell me everything about the anime that I don't watch. I have different sources, yes, but I love that subreddit. Like, it was one of my comfort subreddits. Well, it'll be back tomorrow, so you'll be fine, I guess. You look like a cut of drinkable blood. Are you? I am. Yes. I am this character that you're describing. I mean, Arasakawa is a misspelling. Okay, I have no idea. I wouldn't know, okay? So, strength in numbers. That's the idea, right? That's the idea of any strike, any protest, any boycott, any, anything such as that. The blackout will include almost 3,500 subreddits in total, including 5 of the 10 most popular communities on the site: r/gaming, r/aw, r/music, r/today I learned, and r/pics, which each have a membership of more than 3 million people. It's a lot of people. A moderator of one of the subreddits told the BBC that protest was about strength in numbers, but for 2 days only. I'm wondering if Reddit is gonna care, like, at all, in the slightest, about this, because yes, it's 2 days, and I'm sure that's a big loss and everything, but they already said it's just gonna be 2 days, and then they're gonna be back online, so I don't know how much of an effect that's gonna have. I'm surprised that White Nervosa hasn't created their own version of Twitter. Right, that's like the person who runs the who administrates the website that Vosh streams on. Is that true? I don't know the details of that, but I saw them in chat, right? If they went down for like a month, then perhaps Reddit may care, right? I think like 2 days is just a little bit short. If it was a single subreddit going private, Reddit may intervene, they said, but if it's half the Reddit website, then you feel a lot more pressure. Yeah, that is true, but it's not like, it's not for that long. This is a completely volunteer position. We don't receive any financial compensation. Of course, we know. We do like to take it quite seriously, though. I understand that. If they can strike back, they should do that for as long as they need to. Yeah, I'll get my gender envy from other places, right? Like, I think it's valuable for a strike like this to go on for longer if they can if they can prevent a very, very bad change to the website in total from happening. But oftentimes with stuff like this, I don't have an example in mind right now, but I feel like I've seen generally things like this going down before, where it's like, oh, let's all not use this and that for like 2 days or for 1 day. Let's not be on TikTok. I think that was a thing. Maybe that was a thing that I experienced. Just users being like, fuck, these new TikTok changes. I don't even know what the changes were about at the time. These new TikTok changes suck. Let's all not use it for a single day. First of all, it wasn't all people who didn't use it, especially if it's like supposed to be consumers striking. That's a bit harder to manage. And second of all, they changed it anyway, and then we were all still on the side anyway, and it didn't really matter. Imagine not committing to your own belief. If you're gonna protest, then protest. You gotta protest. I agree. You can't care about something if you pull back because things get unpleasant. Bite the bullet and fight. It would be more effective. I think so too. I don't think... I like this show of solidarity and everything, and I get it. People want to be able to access their subreddits and stuff. I may be a little bit extra biased because I don't use Reddit, and I'm like, why don't you just strike for like a year? I don't know. I'm not on Reddit, so this doesn't affect me in any meaningful way whatsoever. But is this really gonna make a change? I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if anything comes from this. It's gonna be over soon. Do you think there's any news on that? Can we give this a little Google? Reddit, did Reddit response, maybe? I'm so good at spelling. Oh boy, response to blackout, you know? Do we have anything? Not much, I guess. Reddit says protesting communities crashed the site. We've seen that. Reddit did go down. Reddit goes down during protests that took subreddits private. Reddit crashes, I know. This was a little while ago, but we don't really have a statement from Reddit itself, like, about what they're gonna do or not do, I guess. Okay, I see. They should go dark for like a year for real. That might make u/spez start quaking in his panty. I don't know who these people are. Are they like famous Redditors? Oh my god, the phrase famous Redditors. You know who's participating in the blackout though? The only subreddit that I would have gone to, perhaps. No, I don't go to r/Voshvi, but Vosh's subreddit is also participating. I wanted to let you know. Of course, we write at midnight, posting this for us. That's for me when I wake up. But I think I saw this when it was posted, so haha, joke's on you. I don't sleep. This is another summary of what's going on as well. Hence why I wanted to read it. Earlier this month, Reddit announced that they will be making changes to their API. Public APIs follow third-party developers to allow third-party developers to interact with content on Reddit, and it's essential to their development. However, Reddit is making changes, likely inspired by Elon Musk's API changes over on Twitter, and Reddit will now be hiking... God, I'll try that sentence again. And Reddit will now be price hiking their API, which will almost certainly lead to the end of the development of countless third-party applications. Sounds pretty bad. Oh, Spez is the CEO and founder of Reddit. Ah, I see. Okay. Zecke, yeah, poor Zecke, right? No okay buddy vouch for a whole 2 days. That's very sad, okay? It's very sad for Zecke. I've never been to okay buddy vouch. I don't feel the need to participate in this specific side of the community. I'm sure they're fine, probably. But no, I'm good. I'm very much good. Sorry, gang, he's a shitbag and about what you'd expect from the CEO of Reddit. That's too bad. That's too bad, Mr. Spez. Why can't CEOs be cool? Oh, right, because they're CEOs. I see. These are the same people who half-ass things that they do, but then look down on others and tell them that they haven't even accomplished anything. Boy, if you don't, maybe. I mean, I understand how it's like a double-sided sword. That's not a saying. A two-sided sword? You know, a sword that's sharp on both edges and you cut yourself either way. Something like that. Because people who run subreddits, I'm sure they depend on, especially if it's bigger subreddits, I'm assuming they depend on this. But then again, you should prioritize the strike over, like, your personal... I don't even know if they make income from that. It would surprise me, actually, if they did. But you should prioritize the strike in order to make the whole site better for everyone, forever. But they won't. They won't do that. Even fucking Moot, the creator of 4chan, is better, and he created a 4chan. That's saying something. That is saying something. A lot of horsing around on that subreddit. Double-edged sword. Thank you. Hi, Mia. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Aiden as well. We're talking about the Reddit blackout right now. Third-party applications are necessary as Reddit's current infrastructure does not provide the tools necessary for community moderators and for users like you. I'm not a Reddit user. How dare you accuse me of that, Thana? That's rude. Stop. Back off, okay? Certain accessibility features are required for some users to navigate the site. Most major subreddits rely on complex bots to help keep their moderation teams. And even we potentially have bots like this one, which was just recently deployed to give you all live stream notifications for whenever Watch Live goes live on YouTube. See, people use bots just like on Discord. That would be like if people remove Discord bots. Discord bots are pretty essential, right? We have some bots on our Discord as well. We are a moderation team and we handle moderation for you and make this all better space for you in the community. If Reddit is going to intentionally make changes to the API to make our jobs more difficult for no reason other than greed, we have chosen to let the subreddit go dark for 2 days in protest. Yes, nice outfit, thank you. Thank you. How dare you accuse me of being a Redditor? I am a Reddit mod. There's a difference. Yeah, I mean, technically I am a Reddit mod. Like, very, very technically. Because we do have a subreddit, and I am a moderator there, obviously. I just don't go there. It's a classic move from Reddit, truly. Yeah, we can look at all of the, if the live stream is still live, subreddits that have gone dark since then. Thank you all for being here with us. Of course, we ride at midnight. There's a little horse. Very cute. Will this change anything? Maybe. Better than doing nothing, I suppose. We'll see if Reddit responds to this. Yeah, this is the live stream. They have a live stream of all of the subreddits going private, going dark. Latino people Twitter has gone private. That's something that's happened recently. They're a big one. Of course, the biggest ones have already gone private, like earlier. Look, Cuphead. Cuphead has gone private. For instance, r/teachers has gone private. Most of this happened a bit earlier. Anarchy Chess has gone private. No, what happens in Anarchy Chess? It's always funny to scroll through these because r/Doge has gone private because they have some funny names sometimes. r/Ask Trump supporters has gone private. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, the outfit is classic. Oh, yeah. Classic outfit. I agree. I'm not familiar enough with Reddit. Fair enough. Not gonna lie, but all of this stuff is going on with all these social media websites like Twitch, Twitter, and Reddit. It's just making me sad. It is sad. Like, I don't understand. Isn't there... I hope for a future where there is social media that actually makes changes for the positive. Oh my god, r/Geschichte is quiet. Oh no, and Ghost BC, and all of these. What else do we have? RuneScape. Beep. Cyberpunk game. Minecraft Championship has gone private. A lot of subreddits have gone private. It's what I'm trying to communicate. I remember when r/jailbait still existed. Yeah, changes have happened. You know, not all changes on the internet are bad, actually. But it certainly seems like all of these big social media companies are just doing everything in their power in order to make it worse for their users. And everybody just complains about it, but then they do it anyway, and then we all just kind of live with it. I don't know what a person is meant to do in response to that. Oh, Anarchy Chess was amazing. I see. Google en passant. Jailbait? Yeah, don't you know about that subreddit? That really got Reddit into like some hot water when people talked about that, because yeah, it is what it says on the tin, and it was one of the most popular subreddits on Reddit for a very long time, and then it got shut down later at some point because Reddit wanted to be pretty like open for, I guess, any sort of subreddit where you could post any sort of thing, kind of like 4chan, I guess, at the start, but then they introduced more moderation, I suppose. Yeah. Well, social media is, as with every media, usually just wants to make money. Yeah, somehow, so it's not really about making positive changes. True, but like, if they piss off all of their users, that's the problem, though. They don't leave. You would think, yeah, if you piss off all of your users enough, they're gonna leave. But where are they gonna leave to? That's a problem when sites like this hold a monopoly over the entire internet. Like, what's your Reddit alternative? I mean, I don't use Reddit, but there's no real Reddit alternative. It's a huge site with many little sub-communities. There's, like, where would you go if you couldn't use Reddit anymore? Monopoly problems, for real, for real. Wait, what happened to Reddit? Yeah, you can look up a little bit. Reddit is making API paywalled, which API is essential to Reddit's functioning, and people are striking, people are protesting. 4chan is technically is Reddit in a way. They're both like old internet, right? That's what Reddit is all about, and I guess 4chan too, to a certain degree, is being very reminiscent of the old internet, where it's just forums and people replying to each other and sub-communities forming. But I don't think most people would switch to 4chan as an alternative. It's a bit of a place. I don't think that's a great alternative to choose necessarily. Even Two Best Friends plays is down. Yeah, a lot of stuff is down. Look at all these animal ones. Animaniacs. All of these. They're all here. Hi again, Addiction. Hello. Oh yeah, it's just playing in the background. I'm not really like watching the Reddit blackout, but while we're talking, it's playing in the background. 4chan, yes. Me waiting on us all to return to MySpace one day, right? One day. I've never been on MySpace. I'm too young. I'm sorry. Too young for MySpace. Too young and not American, I guess. Yeah, there's probably a lot of... There's some weird subreddit names. I don't know. I'm not keeping too close of track. Watch Secular Talk and Hassan's Twitter accounts are being flooded with blue checkmark losers. Yeah, always. That's the thing with the blue checkmarks. The only real, the main real advantage that you get from having a blue checkmark is showing up at the top of your replies. Therefore, making the top of every fucking tweet the reply is just be absolute garbage. You have to scroll for, whoops, that's a spoon. You have to scroll for quite a bit in order to get to any replies that aren't literally useless garbage. Are there any anime related ones? Oh, for sure. I'm sure there are. r/wasting your time. I bet that exists, right? I don't know. Damn, even r/anti-vaxxers is being down. Even the anti-vaxxers are stepping up. Is that you have to ask yourself though, is that a subreddit run by anti-vaxxers, or is that a subreddit run by people making fun of anti-vaxxers? I do not know. Damn, what is this number, by the way? 8, is that all subreddits on the site? No way, probably not, right? That's impossible. 339 to go. That can't be all of them. Or is it all of them above a certain threshold, maybe, of users? I don't know. Do you think social media would be less popular if we had more community centers and cities were more walkable? That's a good question. I wonder if that would help influence it. But I feel like because of social media, the way that it's already established as it is, I feel like it wouldn't change much because people are already so connected in their social media bubbles. But I guess if there was more access to local connections with like local people, maybe you would have an easier time doing that instead of spending all of your time on social media. But then again, it's still hard finding local people who share like all your interests in the same way that social media provides for you. You know what I mean? I can't see well. Yeah, you cannot see all of these names slowly scrolling past. I mean, they're scrolling past at a considerable speed, to be fair. r/Cebu. Do you know those? I don't know most of these, to be fair. I bet people that sold Twitter to Elon are probably on the verge of Robloxing right now. I bet they are. I bet they're having a great time, you know? I'm sure they are. Don't hack me. But Cebu is where you live, and I see, and they went dark as well. All of social media explodes because of COVID. Yeah, that blocks IRL recreation, and now the habit still lingers with people. I guess that's true. I know that live streams saw a big rise in popularity around the time of COVID, but I mean, the trend was there before COVID too, right? A lot of life happened on the internet, and you gotta admit, the internet is a way to connect with people that share your specific interests in a way that you cannot do if you're just in your hometown. Like, in my hometown, it's a pretty small town, right? It's a shitty little town, right? I don't think I would find many people that share, like, most of my interests like I do on the internet. I think I read a study on how teens nowadays aren't addicted to social media for themselves, but that's the only place where they can contact their peers. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yes, you hang out on social media, you make your friends on social media, you see your friends on social media and all of that. Ah, yes, they all went down. They did. You can't even be racist against your fellow Asians on Reddit anymore without getting banned. Literally 1984. It's literally 1984. Well, I mean, like I said, it'll be back tomorrow. So it's all fine, actually. Damn, you already got the IP. That makes sense, though, Siska. That makes a lot of sense. People meet up online nowadays. It's just how it happens. It might be helped if cities were more walkable and shit like that. I mean, our city, this is Germany, right? So we do have... I know of at least one community center, and I know local, like, young adults and kids hang out there and stuff like that. They have an Instagram page. See? But that's also a thing. This community center has an Instagram page where they advertise for whatever the things that they do, and that's good and nice and stuff, but it's also, again, connected via social media. Social media is just a part of our, life now, and I don't think we can ever get rid of it again. But it would be nice if we could make it not suck ass tremendously, you know? We may not be able to get rid of it, but we can make it a better time. Please? Please? That would be nice. Also, I would like to inform you that I have a plant on my desk. It's next to my computer screen, and it's growing. Yay. I'm being such a good plant parent. I never thought I could be. But it's growing in front of my computer screen. So now if I want to see a number, I always look at this number to see, like, where I am at in stream. It's the fucking plant's in front of it. Nah, there's no just kidding. That's just a precautionary measure. I can proudly say that I'm friends with a VTuber, I think. You can be friends with all sorts of funky people on the internet nowadays. You Germans have better infrastructure than us Americans, yeah. Even if there are flaws, for sure, 100%. Like, American cities are such a nightmare. I can't believe they're real. Like, I can walk into the center of my town, and I can walk to the next store. Let me tell you, the closest next store is like 7 minutes walking away. If you're slow, maybe 5 minutes more so. Then the next one after that is 10 minutes, you know, where you can get all of your groceries and some extra stuff. Big electronics store would be like 15 to 20 minutes away. Then there's another grocery store at the same spot, so another 20 minutes of walking is another grocery store. If you walk in the other opposite direction, other side, 20 minutes as well for another grocery store. Like, you can just walk to places and get stuff. In America, that's not possible. Like, the next thing is always, like, only accessible via car, and you have to drive for, like, a while. Sounds pretty dystopian to me. I'm not good at talking with and seeing friends IRL outside of school, so I can only contact them through texting and Discord. I don't know. See, I'm not super old. I'm trying to remember, what did we do after school? I mean, we oftentimes just hung out after school, like, as in, oh, you come home with me, or I come home with you. Because that was, like, in the infancy of social media. There was social media happening. I was one of the first people in my class to hop on all of those social media trends, whatever. Like, getting Instagram and stuff. The others got Instagram after I got Instagram. It's just the most conceited thing to say about the most irrelevant stuff. But usually, yeah, we would just go home with each other and then hang out at each other's homes. That's the majority of the stuff. And then, of course, we had, like, WhatsApp. And then we texted via WhatsApp a lot. But that was later. At the start, you would just go home with other people. Which, you know, bit dodgy, maybe. But, like, they're your classmates. Nothing's gonna happen. It's fine. Small town America got fucked by monopoly. Yeah, communities aren't growing, and we have so many highways. Yeah. So many highways are car-centric in infrastructure. Oh yeah, car-centric infrastructure, yes. No, I definitely see that. It's very, very car-centric. And I mean, it's pretty car-based here too. Cars can drive everywhere, but still, it's much, much, much more walkable than over there, so can't even complain. You guys haven't talked to your friends IRL in years. Oh damn, my only contact for them is Messenger and Discord. I still meet up with friends, but it's hard when friends move away. But if they're, like, in the same city as I am, then we will meet up. And, I mean, we meet up to go to events and stuff. You do that? You still do that? Do you guys go to events? Do you hang out? Like, I have friends all over Germany, more or less, and we just kind of hang out at least once a year in person, all of us together. And then throughout the year, you know, we meet up however we can, basically. Do you guys still hang out? Here I could walk 15 minutes to the nearest supermarket and the restaurants, but it's winter right now, so you don't want to face the cold. So you take the car, but keep it to a minimum. That's fair, that's valid. That's the same sort of setup we have here as well. It's just nice to have the option to walk a lot. Also, not to continue bragging about German infrastructure all the time, but if I want to take public transport, that is literally 4 minutes away from my door, and then I can go anywhere in the city. All my friends are exclusively online, as you know, as I know, of course. I got into that before it was cool, and way before it was a nightmare. Yeah, basically. Hi, Victor. Hello. I don't know why I can't organize things. Really hard to meet up IRL. It is not that easy, I agree, especially if you're all adults. I feel like if you're in school, it's much easier because you like I said, that's how we would meet up, is just go home with each other after school. So we were already together, and then we would just decide to whose house we'll go. Basically, pretty simple. But now that everybody's an adult and we don't have to meet up every day anyway because of school or anything of the sort, you have to find out, okay, when are you working? When do you have vacation? Okay, do you have money to travel to where you need to travel to? Okay, no. Can we travel to you? This, that, the other. Which reminds me also that I still have to, I have books to deliver. I have some books at home that I want to give to my friends. I want to do that by giving it to them. We'll do that. Do we have, are we doing short stream today? Not particularly short, no. We'll go about 3 hours, I think, unless I run out of stuff to talk about, but we'll see. We will see. My friends and partners are long distance, yeah, and unfortunately don't hang out in person, but even if we were nearby, we can't even go to the third place. Yep, the third place is important, because we have copy and paste parking lots. True. America is actually 90% parking lots. This is a true fact. Also, hi Joestar, welcome. Yeah, third places are very important for kids and teens especially, but also for adults, as far as I know. Like, you need a third place, in case you don't know what that is a place that is not your home and not your work, that you can hang out at. See, I guess we didn't have that much either as kids, because we always just, well, I mean, I guess somebody else's home can be your third place, but it's not the third place of the person whose home it is. You know what I mean? We just went to other people's houses, you know? But that's kind of like a sort of a third place. We have parks, though, at least. You know, we have parks. We just didn't really hang out in parks a lot, is the thing. Most of my friends from high school days stayed in England. I miss them very much. Right? If you have huge distances between yourself and your friends, of course it's not going to be that easy to meet up with. I'm actually pretty lucky that most of my friends are European or German. Like, we met online, too. We met on TikTok. A lot of my friends and I, like the friends that I have now, not the friends from school, of course, we met on TikTok because we were into similar stuff, and it was just lucky coincidence for the most part that, like, most of us are located in Germany. We have one French friend, but you know, the rest of us are in Germany, so that's a lucky coincidence. And even France is not that far away. You know, Germany is very small in comparison to stuff like America. America has parking lots, highways, and golf courses surrounding damaged neighborhoods. Yay! Amazing. At least I have a name for the one responsible for our car-centric infrastructure. Once I die and go to hell, I shall spend my eternal non-life hunting down Juscelino Kubitschek. Let's kill him. Let's go. Let's get him. Get him. I'm in favor of getting him. TikTok? Yeah, I know. We did like cosplay and like stuff like that on TikTok and found each other through that. It happens. I think it happens more than you think. I don't know if it still happens right now, but that was back in 2019 or something. 2019, 2018-ish. I made a lot of friends on TikTok, and then we made a group chat over on Telegram, and now the besties. This is how the besties formed. Another friend... Oh shit, the fucking Reddit blackout stream is still going. Plus-sized gamers has gone private. I see, okay. I should have closed that. That just caught me so off guard. Okay. No, it makes sense. You can find people that share your similar interests. France sounds like France. And France is from Germany. See, that tells you that they're like close together, obviously. Was it lucky or was it TikTok knowing where you are? I think it may have been a mix of both. It may be, because TikTok does know where you are, and TikTok will show you more local content sometimes as well. No, not the plus-sized gamers! Give them back, okay? Hand them back over. Cute. So, yes, okay. We will go to our next... I also haven't made a little check mark for you. Man, I need to get on top of that. Why did the check mark appear up there? What the fuck? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for making the checkmark be where it's supposed to be. Close together. Flashback to the France occupation. Uh-oh. Very close together. Well, at least I'm not gonna claim that Austria is a part of Germany. Unlike some people. Bosh. That was so infuriating yesterday. Well, not really, but, you know. He's like, no. Germany borders Italy, doesn't it? People are like, no, it doesn't. But then it's Austria that borders Italy, which is basically Germany, according to Vosh. A lot of people would hard disagree. See, I have a new solution for this problem, which is make Austria actually bigger by giving them Bavaria. No offense to Bavarians, but yes, offense to Bavaria, the place. Just put Bavaria with Austria. I feel like they'd fit together pretty nicely. You know, I'm just saying. First the femboy hentai, and now the plus-sized gamers. When will it ever stop? What the fuck? You know, Bavarians, you can be cool, but Bavaria, the part of Germany, I feel like you guys should just link up with Austria. We need Bavaria's economical power. Well, maybe, yeah, perhaps, I guess. Albania is next to Azerbaijan. Wash. Let's keep franken. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I will redistribute Germany as I see fit. So let's talking about Italy. Well, very tangentially talking about Italy. Berlusconi died. Finally. Do you know this man? I remember seeing this man on television when I was like way young. I don't know. 15. I think it was even before that. I just remember hearing about his like sex scandals on television a lot when I was very young. I can't agree with keeping the Funkins, actually. Don't give the Habsburg fans any ideas. Just like, okay, in this stream, we redistribute Germany. Yes, that is bunga bunga indeed. You don't know who he is either. That was the prime minister of, well, the former prime minister of Italy, Silvio Berlusconi. He was like a huge weirdo in politics. He was basically Donald Trump before Donald Trump in a lot of ways. So it says here, the former prime minister of Italy, Silvio Berlusconi, has died at the age of 86. He had been suffering from leukemia amongst other ailments. This dude was known for like making Italy very bad. Huge man. I don't know if he was huge, but he was like the precursor. Please confirm size. Okay, we will confirm size. Reddit did not respond, but Berlusconi height. Why is he in this list? Okay. Oh, he was not. Wait, there you are. Oh no. Maybe he wasn't huge. Maybe he was not huge after all, actually. He was 1 meter 65 centimeters. When was he prime minister? Will that tell us this? Will this article tell us this? Because I don't quite remember. It was probably when I was about 10-ish or so. Italy is never gonna beat the fascism allegations. Not with their current prime minister. Certainly not. Fucking Meloni, whatever her name is. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Are they gonna talk about this as well, too, in here? I do not know. When was he? RIP. Berlusconi, when prime minister? Prime minister, when? Yes, you were prime minister when? When were you prime minister? There you are. Who served as prime minister of Italy in 4 governments from... Okay, he was prime minister a couple of times. One time from 1994 to 1995, from 2001 to 2006. Oh my god. And from 2008 to 2011. That means I must have been much younger than I thought I was when I heard the news about his weird sex parties. Or did he do those after? Were they still in the news even afterwards? Maybe. I guess. Okay. I guess I was wrong then. When you were 10ish, I was about the same age. I barely knew about the outer world at that age. Yeah, I mean, you know, German news will talk about Italian news as well. It overlaps a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that motherfucker is my size. You could punt him, maybe, perhaps. Corrupt Italian man, RIPBOZO, yes, smoking a pack. Former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi died on Monday at the San Raffaella Hospital in Milan. Yeah, look, the billionaire businessman built Italy's largest media company before transforming the country's political landscape. He was literally Trump before Trump. What the fuck? The prime minister with a link to the American anime industry. Does he? I like to think that this guy and Trump are just like the failed lab clones of Reagan. Maybe they are. Oh my god, maybe they are. Hi, Bro Dragon, what's happening? I'm currently preparing for a 10-hour workday. Holy shit. That's a long-ass shift. Is that normal? Shouldn't they be like, isn't 8 hours like the norm or something? 10 hours is very long. I hope you have a good one. RIPBOZO is happening right now. Hi, Shira. Hello. Yes, I'm African from a small island. I didn't have interest about the world at primary school age. That is valid, I think. I don't even know why I remember talk about this so much. 11 Tomo months! Nice. Let's go. Italy's government declared a day of national mourning for Wednesday. Of course they did. I can't believe. I don't think America would do this for Trump if Trump died. I mean, I'm sure Trump supporter groups would, but I don't think America, the country, would. But I mean, again, they're under Meloni, whatever her name is. I'm sorry. So that makes sense, actually. We appear to be on the second talking point in the title. Yes, we are. But that's like the third talking point in my little docket. Berlusconi, leader of the Forza Italia political party and the founder of the Mediaset empire, was 86 years old. He had been suffering from chronic leukemia for some time and had recently developed a lung infection. Well, I guess it makes sense. So we can safely assume he didn't get assassinated or anything like that. Oh, he even had COVID, huh? Yeah, that's probably bad. Jesus. Why are people fans of people like this? I will never get it. Italian Prime Minister, yeah, there she is. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said Berlusconi was above all a fighter. I saw this video yesterday, yeah. He was a man who was never afraid to defend his beliefs, and it was exactly that courage, that determination, that made him one of the most influential men in the history of Italy. I mean, yeah, influential, I guess. He said some wild shit. He said some fucked up shit. Like, he had these parties with underage girls and basically defended it by saying, well, at least it wasn't underage boys. So, that paints a picture of who he was as a person, you know? I think. He was a business partner with Frank Argama, who owns anime distribution company, Harmony Gold. It's all connected. It's all connected. What the fuck are those noises outside? Okay, Russian President Vladimir Putin, whose close personal relationship with Berlusconi was a point of friction with Meloni, who advocates for a much stronger line against Russia, alluded to their past working relationship. For me, Silvio was a dear person, a true friend, Putin said. I have always sincerely admired his wisdom. Jesus Christ, fascists just like handshaking each other, being like, yay, we're besties. His ability to make balanced, far-sighted decisions even in the most difficult situations. Gluck, gluck, gluck. The throating is real. Oh, it certainly is. He was more concerned he was more concerned with, I'm not gay at least. I may be like partying with these like barely legal or not at all legal girls, but at least I'm not gay, you know? Normal stuff, I guess, in the political landscape. Pope Francis, oh god, issued a message to Berlusconi's eldest daughter Marina, offering his heartfelt participation in the mourning for the loss of a protagonist of Italian political life. I mean, I guess you could say that. Hi Type, welcome. Matt Walsh probably loved him. Do we get like a little eulogy from Matt Walsh where he holds up the little baby doll? Who held public responsibilities with energetic temperament. What kind of like politics review is that if you get told, oh yeah, you had a very energetic temperament? Protagonist. Yeah, like what does that even mean? What kind of statement is that supposed to be? What you doing now? We're talking about the death of Silvio Berlusconi. Hello, how are you? How are you, Type? How was your day? Tell me. How was your day so far? It's Tuesday. How was your start in the week? We didn't see each other yesterday. How was Monday? I hope it was good. The media towers, the media tower of Berlusconi's Mediaset broadcast empire in Milan carried written messages on Monday saying, "Bye, Dad. Thank you, Silvio. Ciao, Papa." I mean, I guess so. I suppose so. Everybody's like coming out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ursula von der Leyen said something about Berlusconi as well. Led Italy in the time of political transition and continued to shape his beloved country. Such a nothing statement about a person, but okay. Ciao, Casso. Oh, I don't speak Italian, but I'll agree with you. I mean, Patrick Bateman is a protagonist too, yeah, right? Like, it's not necessarily wrong. He's okay, I'm just gonna enroll to school again tomorrow. Oh no, school. Ew, school. All these are probably just to appear polite. I guess so. I always find it shocking that people are so polite. Like, not just in politics, but also in politics. He was an honorable man. It's like, what the fuck? No, he wasn't. He literally wasn't. You guys would have never agreed with that. Why are you saying this now? I don't get it. I don't get all of, like, the politeness, like the faux politeness. Okay, in politics, maybe, like, a tiny bit. I guess you have to be somewhat amicable to talk to each other. But you guys fucking hate each other. Why are you pretending it's not like that? All these are, yeah, they're the politeness things. I mean, that's true. I wonder if his death will have any political consequences. They say maybe. Berlusconi's friendship with Russian President Vladimir Putin put him at odds with Meloni, who's staunchly aligned with Ukraine. Oh, that's interesting. Meloni is aligned with Ukraine, really? Huh. He certainly left an impression. It's like that's the type of shit you get, like, written into your, like, school certificate from your teacher. It's like, yes, Berlusconi was always present and certainly left an impression, tried his best, this, that. This man was certainly the prime minister ever. I agree with that. I might be a PDF.file, but at least I'm not gay. Well, that's him. That is him. Well, that was a weird hill to die on, but at least they died on the hill. But it doesn't even matter. He's cartoonishly evil. He even looks like one of those Batman mobsters. Now that was very Italiophobic of you. How dare you? He make it the pasta. He ruin the country. I have a great Italian accent, obviously. You should have heard the eulogies at George H.W. Bush's funeral. I know, people will pour out one for, like, the most tyrannical motherfuckers out there. And that's like, I'm pretty tired of politicians acting like pubescent teens in public. Meanwhile, our countries are crumbling. They're so, like, concerned with optics. Which makes sense, I guess, but fuck that shit. He looks like the Penguin. You're actually very right. You are actually very right. He does have... He should have played the Penguin in, like, a movie or something. Hello, Juno! How's your day so far? Are you streaming today? Before you pop out momentarily later, are you streaming today? I need to know. Also, if yes, please do schedule it. So I could redirect people, perhaps. I hate how old our politicians are. Yeah, me too. Fucking Biden is so old. That's not my politician. But he's very, very, very old. How old is Olaf Scholz? I don't know, actually. Let's do some more Googling. Olaf, how old are you? You don't look that old. He's 64. Even that response already tells you, like, yeah, there's also his age up there. Politicians are so old. The fact that 64 is not that old, at least it's below retirement age, so that's something, huh? That's something. Oh, yeah, Trump is much older than you think he'd be. God, I'm not sure with streaming. Okay, don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. Bernie Sanders is even older than Joe. Yeah, I know, right? They're all ancient. Youngest head of state. I feel like, I know he isn't the youngest, but Macron... why am I Googling his height? No. Macron is pretty young. Yeah, Macron is young as fuck, dude. When you call 45 young as fuck, I mean, for a president, he's been president for, like, forever, too. When the fuck did you become president? Okay, not that long, never mind. But, like, 2017? That's 6 years. He was president before he was 40. Why is Macron so young? Merz is 67, and so he should retire. He will be 70, I believe, next election, and he wants to become Chancellor. Yeah, all these old-ass people in politics. Now, I don't agree with Macron. I don't agree. I do not agree with Macron on his politics, but he's young. Very, very young. Raise the required age to 56, so we can get rid of this guy. This guy specifically, yeah. Damn. Macron's so fucking young, dude. That's crazy. He's probably not the youngest head of state ever, but like out of like the big players in the international politics, I'm sure he's the youngest one, right? I might, however, stream the watch along on Sunday, I think. Ooh, interesting. Nice, nice. It seems like a country that its elderly holds onto power like a vice grip. It's not a healthy one. Yeah, it almost seems like it. Okay, come on. Biden, how old are you? Give me. 80. That's too old. That's too old. You can't be 80. You cannot. And he's running for president again, dude. Bro, you cannot be 80. I'm sorry, but you just can't. 64 is already like, okay, old people in power, but you can't be 80. Stop. He's as old as your grandma. And Biden also. Yeah, Biden looks very old too. Joe Biden. Jesus. But Bernie has good politics. Yeah, Bernie may be old, but at least he has good politics. Yep, Bernie is 81. Bernie also looks very old. It's like, oh boy, why are they all so old? I think Chile's president is a millennial. Okay, president of Chile. Right now. Gabriel Boric. He's born in 1980. Oh yeah, he's 37. He's 37. I see. That's a youngin. Joeyus Bidenius is goddamn 80. 80 is too old. They're too old. I'd rather be a husk than the transphobe. The fair. Oh, if Nick Fuentes ever entered into power, I'm overdosing on salt. Yeah, then it's all Drover. But I don't think. I don't think he would get very far. His optics are simply too bad. That actually makes me wonder, how old is... No, I don't mean president. I just want to know how old he is. 44. Okay, so he's not ancient, but that doesn't make him any better. That does not make him any better. Like, okay, you're not a fossil. Congrats. Still. Biden's only 10 years younger than my great-grandma. Jesus. And he's trying to do another 4 years of president? I mean... I hope he doesn't die during it, I guess. Although, would it be better if his vice president became president? Maybe. That's Harris, right? I don't know much about Harris. Maybe. Yeah, also I like how the first here headline is video shows people with Nazi flags, the Santa signs outside of it's Disney. Yeah. We need to borrow the CIA agent gun just for Biden, make him younger again. We sadly don't have any better options. It's very sad. It's very, 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 very sad. You'd think somewhere in this fucking huge-ass country, they should have some better options around. But apparently not. Oh yeah, and the Trump is being indicted and everything. Yeah. He's 76. That's also pretty old. That's almost Joe Biden's age, actually. You'd think. He always presents himself as though he's so much younger than Biden, but he's literally not. Okay. I mean, 20 to 50 is okay in my books for high political positions. 20 is maybe a little bit young. I feel like maybe you should be like... I mean, putting a harsh cutoff point is not really necessary. At least not for how old you need to be at minimum, I think. But like around 30-ish. I would like somebody who's... I wouldn't like a president who's 20 years old. At 20, you're not ready to be president, in my opinion. But like 25, maybe. I don't know. But like 80-year-olds should not maybe be president anymore. I'm just saying. Stretch it to 60, but after that it's quite questionable. Like, just retire, just on a like working, like workers' rights sort of level as well. Why are you working this hard at 80 years old? You should be able to retire at that point. So many old white people. Curious. Curious. Old white men even. Curious. It is very curious, isn't it? For like head of state, 30 to 50. That makes sense. I think you're in your prime, intellectually, from 30 to 50. I can't wait to get there. I want to get into my intellectual prime. 30 to 50 sounds good. Before that, you're not, like, you're still learning, you're doing your shit, whatever. After that, you're declining. Well, you know, 30 to 50 or to 60 maybe even, but don't start a term at like 60. It's fine. Have good dishes type, thank you. People will self-select. No, yeah, true. People, no 20-year-old is gonna get elected. That's true. That just wouldn't happen. You're right. I think he's older than my grandma and grandpa on my birth dad's side. Yeah, they're all old. They're all ancient. I hope Joe Biden's gonna make it through. Kim Jong-un is only 39. Yeah, well, he inherited his position too. I bet he wouldn't be, of course he wouldn't be a leader if his dad was still around, right? But he's dead. Oh no, your message got. Oh, is it because of, that's why I'm a bit worried about the indictment of Trump. If he ran for president, that it would split the conservatives. If he doesn't, they might flock to the transphobe asshole. Yeah, I understand that, but I think it's actually good for us, as in us, the people who vote Joe Biden. I don't vote because I'm not in America, but if I were in America, I would vote for Joe Biden as well, even though, you know, he's not the best, but he's much better than the other options. I think the split in the Republican Party is actually good for us because it's split between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, right? So people who are like very, very extremely on the far right, I guess, side with Ron DeSantis, who are very against that woke stuff. But then there's people who like Donald Trump because of whatever reasons they like Donald Trump for. And those two parties, I don't think they're gonna unite under one candidate because it's gonna be one candidate in the end. It's either gonna be Trump or DeSantis, and I think it's gonna be Trump. So I think a lot of people who would have voted for DeSantis would not necessarily vote for Trump, maybe. Or if it should go the other way around, I think a lot of people who would have voted for Trump would definitely not vote for DeSantis. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a split within the party. We need to get Zecke to vote illegally from Germany. No, you're right. My vote will be the deciding vote. I should do that. Wait, am I in my intellectual prime? Well, that's kind of disappointing, but not surprising. Victor, I think you're doing great, okay? I think you're doing amazing. And to be fair, I did use some harsh wording to describe DeSantis. DeSantis. Well, you used accurate words to describe DeSantis. DeSantis is a blight on fucking America, and I hope he gets out of government soon. Zecke for world president. Thank you. Finally, somebody said it. I should definitely be world president. I would make things so good. So consistently good for everyone. Yes, just vote for me instead. I don't even know how running for president in Germany works. Because do you need to run with a party? I think you do, because, you know, the party, like, does the party puts up the chancellor candidate, right? Like, we don't vote for the chancellor directly. We vote for the parties, and then they do the voting for the chancellor, as far as I remember. Well, most politicians are bloodsuckers anyway. But yeah, a tick can't do any worse. Exactly. I think you can run independent. Can you? I don't know. I want to learn more about my local politics. I know way more about American politics than I know about my local politics because, you know, I'm on the internet a lot. I watch the American politics StreamElements, so obviously I know a lot about that. But I want to learn more about my local politics. Do I want to become president or chancellor? I mean, if I was for Germany, it's got to be chancellor. That's the important part. That's the important part you're gonna want to be. Dark Brandon. One vote from a German anti-Brat stall vampire will save us all. He's so based for that and real. He's so based and real for that. I am terminally online. I know. Okay, I'm aware. I'm aware of my shortcomings. My streamermen. All of my streamermen. Do I have more about Berlusconi? I have a tweet. I don't know what this tweet says. What does this tweet say? Breaking news. Oh, this is a GIF. Thank you. Former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi dies. Italian news agency ANSA reports. And somebody responded, Berlusconi was responsible for the shift towards oh god, that's such a long word. Authoritarianism. There it is. There it is. I got it. In Italian politics. For destroying Italy's economy, he colluded with the mafia and buddied up with dictators like Putin. Already, people will try to clear his name. Do not forget his crimes. Yeah, people are often like, oh my god, they're dead now. Be respectful. It's like, no. I hated them during life. I'm not gonna be nice to them during death now, okay? I have to tell us about German politics. Exactly. That's honestly what, like, 90% of the reason why I want to get good about understanding German politics. Or get better, at least. I hate sand, too. We all hate the sand. The sand. This. Not the streamer, man. But the women and NBs too, all of them. They're all America-based. Okay, actually, for the Germans, I mean, okay, maybe not for the, well, he only posts in German, okay? This is my, this is our streamer, man, about politics. His hair is blue. He looks like ninja with his blue hair. But this is our politics streamer, man. German politics streamer, man. Look at him. Watch him. I think he makes good content, but he only makes content in German, so like he doesn't really make content for people outside of Germany trying to learn about German politics much. This is Rezo. He blue hair and pronouns. That's him. Yeah, that is him. There's a writer running in the Democratic primary. Oh, she is to the left of Joe Biden. What is her name, Cassie? Give me her name. Rezo is based. Bit too much youth slang for me sometimes, though. Fair. I started watching his... No, I'm not ever there when he live streams, but sometimes I watch, like, his VODs and his videos from his live streams. And I think he's pretty fun. He's pretty cool. However, sometimes I feel like he does... Like, sometimes he doesn't present his points as clearly as I would like. Marianne Williamson. Let me check her out. Thank you, Cassie. Yeah, this is our streamer, man. Marianne Williamson. Alright, vibes. Marianne Deborah Williamson is an American author and political candidate. Williamson attended so-and-so college, studied theater and philosophy before dropping out. Vibes! She's just like me for real. Okay, I didn't study theater and philosophy. I studied art history and philosophy, but that sounds pretty similar to me. She started her professional career as spiritual leader for the Church of Today. Huh. Interesting. A Unity Church in Warren, Michigan. Interesting. I am interested. Me waiting on the Rezo Vosh collab. That would be fun. I wonder. I don't know. Rezo doesn't do like any content in English. I think he's good enough in English for sure that he could talk to Vosh. Bro, I would die. What does Strimmerman mean? That means that means men who stream. Interesting, Marianne. Do we have news about you? Can I hear more about you? Are you still in that like spiritual leader thing? Is she for real? I don't know. Is she for real? Interesting. There's also some people running like as independents, but in America you should never run as an independent. You should always run either Democrat or Republican, as far as I've heard, because that's just the bipartisan system of America. I like, yeah, Dunkle Parabelritter. He does politics and social commentary and is well researched. Maybe not as hip as Rezo though. I watched one of his videos on Rammstein. I watched that one. It was pretty good. Maybe I should watch him more. I thought it meant something else in the political contest. No. I just say it like that. I don't know if me and some people just say it like that. It doesn't mean anything else. Okay, I'll keep an eye open for her. Let's see how far she gets. But honestly, I don't see any other outcome than it's just gonna be a repeat of last election, where it's Trump versus Biden, and Biden's gonna win. He must win. He's gonna win. Don't worry. He will win. And then we just have Biden for another 4 years. And maybe next year it'll be better. I don't know. I like saying we, as though I have Biden in any meaningful way. But I mean, the world has Biden, okay? America is very, very global. America's influence is very, global, obviously. So Biden or Trump does affect us as well. I mean, Trump was like wanting to start war somewhere in the Middle East, didn't he? More or less. So at least we don't have that. How could you possibly, though, after all the indictment stuff coming out, how could you possibly re-elect Trump? Isn't he going to go to prison or something? I think he really should go to prison. I don't know. Dark Brandon. Yes. America's influence is very scary. True. Yes. Scary. Should be kept under control a little bit, maybe. Should simmer down a little bit, perhaps. Oh well. Shit. The next thing we have on the docket is a ref video. I haven't even picked one out. I'm just like, yeah, okay, we should cover ref again, because covering ref is funny. And I do think so. Covering ref is funny. And every time I look at, like, his videos, I'm like, okay, there's a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to talk about here. I don't want to watch the Reddit video, because that's just gonna be devoid of interesting commentary content. Do we have to talk about the silly man? We don't have to. But I do think I might want to, perhaps, potentially, talk about the silly man. I would like to commentate on, like, other people as well, but, like, Ref is the one that I know is a huge voice in VTubing, and also being, you know, reactionary. It's a scary world where 2 or 3 people control the lives of everyone else. It is, isn't it? It is. I'm sorry, we became so overpowered. I don't know how it got like this. Yeah, a lot of meddling with everything everywhere, right? Oh, last night? Really? Oh, I want to see. I didn't see the stream last night. I bet the video isn't out yet. Shit, do you have a timestamp maybe for the VOD, Joestar? Zan talked about ref again. I love that. I love when, that's me. I love when Zan talks about ref, because then I feel like I'm not so alone, you know? His silliness is a known quality. True, it is true. Zanderhall. Hello. I mean, he's also down there. I could have just clicked there. So that's this one. That's you, that's me. It was his last segment. Okay, so it would be, oh yeah. Oh, is he looking at this? Like, I'm like zooming in. Are you gonna talk about this maybe? I don't know. It could be in relationship to the Spider-Verse stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's do that first. I want to see what Zan has to say about the same video that I also already reacted to. Okay. I want to see.
Well, you know why they had to claim the movie, despite the trans imagery, right? It's because box office, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse spots spectacular $51.7 million opening day. Yep.
I thought he'd be bigger. What do you mean? Your mental image of Zan doesn't match up. Gotta go find stuff to eat for now. Be back later. Okay, good luck, Victor. Good luck. It's so dark.
Spider-Verse had the biggest opening day of any movie this year.
Yeah. Well, so, you know how they say, go woke, go broke.
So they couldn't stake themselves on being against this movie and the movie being woke. That is a losing cultural battle for the right to fight. They have to now appropriate the movie. So now they're pretending like all the trans people celebrating the trans representation in the movie and the trans flags and stuff are all just delusional. What are they talking about? There's no evidence that these characters are trans. Just
none whatsoever. I don't know. Siska thought he'd be 7 foot 4 inches with mostly muscle and hair. You're too spoiled by your images of leftist streamer men. They can't all be the hulkiest himbos. Zan is actually 20 feet tall. Actually, camera angles. You know, you can't tell. He's sitting down. Okay. He's actually sitting down. You don't know this. Yeah, you'd think he'd be bigger since he did this before Vosh did. Oh, really? He's been... Oh, yeah, he did mention this, right? He's been streaming for longer. But Vosh also mentioned that he got big, like, very quickly with his streaming, I guess. I don't know. I've got plans to watch this with my sibling. Nice. Nice. He's actually Bigfoot. For real? For real?
Despite the fact they were losing their minds over the trans flag a month ago.
They do that.
Because get woke, go broke wouldn't apply to this movie no matter how much they try to boycott it. They just can't do it. The movie was just going to be too popular, so they had to claim it.
Vibes. People who drink out of gallon bottles. Insane. Scary. Healthy, probably, but still scary. Should I make you go faster?
It gets even worse.
Well, you talk pretty fast,
Oh,
though.
believe me, it gets even worse. It does. It gets worse.
With Ref, it always
One of the
does.
figures who is going and speaking out against the trans people who dare to headcanon Gwen Stacy being trans is a very popular lolicon YouTuber. This lolicon YouTuber has, as of this video,
People in chat just being like, oh no, oh great.
620,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I know, right? It's too many.
Their username is Rev Says Desu.
I know.
And they're a big anime channel who basically just has a massive audience of lolicon people and is a lolicon. In fact, their VTube avatar is a little 8-year-old girl-looking vampire lolly. So yes, you are.
With drip from Tumblr, by the way. Not to not to talk down to anybody's Tumblr drip, but like this little like choker and everything, it always reminds me of like the like soft grunge aesthetic from Tumblr. That one is really, that's a comment that is not meant to judge in any way whatsoever. It's just an observation that has been in my head for so long that I needed to say it out loud. Otherwise, I would have exploded. Thank you. I'm always dehydrated. It's so true though. I am always dehydrated most of the time.
I'm going to be forced to stare at this literal lolicon's like wank bank material.
Gross.
While we watch this video. You know he's jacked off to
Are we gonna watch the entire video? Because I've also already watched the entire video. I just want to hear Zan's points about it. Maybe we can like speed it up during when he just listens to Rev, because we already know the Rev video. Or is this the second Rev video? No, this is the first one. You're not the biggest fan of Zan, but I'm here for going after Rev. That's very fair. Like, I understand that sort of take. I feel like sometimes the way that Zan presents some of his arguments, I like have some disagreements with, but for the most part, I agree with his like takes and stuff. So, you know, I don't think he watches all of it though. We have quite. Yeah, okay, he stops after this one. He stops after here. Okay, I guess. Okay. How much of this is the... we'll see if we speed forward through it at all. Oh, so when you guys said I dress like a Tumblr goth, you were thinking of Rep, huh? I see how it is. No! No. I would never insult you like this. I will drink more water. I have water here right now. It's so weird to think that Ref has been regularly using that VTuber avatar for years now, yeah. I used to watch him back when he was just a voice. Wild. I don't remember those times. That was before my time. That sounds like I was born literally yesterday, but no, I was just not in the space, okay? Water is good. I know, water is good. Let's all drink some water. Everybody raise a glass to, water.
This character
hydration.
that he has as his avatar, it's very obviously meant to be a child. I'm not fucking blind. Although I will say, I've covered this guy before, and
I know.
in doing so, incurred the wrath of millions of pedophiles. Not really millions, but tens of thousands of pedophiles
Does
who proceeded
happen.
to ratio the fuck out of my video on him. And so I have no doubt we will see many pedos in the comments of this video attacking me for this. But I will
This is a risk we must be willing to take, brothers. Brothers and sisters and siblings of all variety.
I will give credit where credit is due for the amazing response Rev Says Desu made to me. This avatar is gross. I don't think I can keep looking at it. I know.
Maybe
I
we
have
can
to give him
speed it
credit
up
for
a
where
little
credit is
bit.
due for the amazing response he made to me, where he said, in response to my saying that lolicon is pedophilia, that I just don't watch enough anime and understand it.
Ah, I see. That was the response. See, I wasn't around in the space yet either when this whole drama went down in the first place. That was the response. Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Bro's go-to response to people saying, you like drawings of little girls, you're a pedophile, is, you don't watch enough anime to understand anime at a good enough level to recognize why it's not pedophilia.
Ah.
That is his response.
Naruhodo.
It's like, yeah, I don't watch lolly porn. I guess, are you telling me I need to watch lolly porn? I'm not gonna, if that's what your argument is, but you're just proving my point.
I think that's maybe what his argument is.
Anyway, with that said, I have no doubt we're going to get heavily rated on this, but let's go ahead and...
What a silly thing to say. What a silly thing to say. I do think that it's a little bit of a difference between using like an avatar that looks, you know, the way that Rev's avatar looks like, and advocate. But Rev does both, so I don't have any like defense for him as a person. But I do think there's a bit of a difference between using an avatar that looks like what Rev's avatar looks like, as opposed to being into like lolly porn. You know? You know what I mean? I think it's not immediately egregious to have an avatar that looks like this, as long as you don't like sexualize this avatar that looks like this. But he has made statements in the past that are pro literally like the word lolicon and stuff like that. You know, like stuff that is unquestionably sexualizing characters that are meant to look underage. And that is where it gets problematic, I think. It's a spectrum. Like characters that look like that can exist, and I don't think that is the problematic part. The sexualization and the fetishization of that sort of look specifically is where the problem lies, in my opinion.
Jump into it, and you better believe I'm speeding this video up a bit because I don't like looking at this.
Oh no! Oh, do I have to turn my speed down again? If you speed up Rev and I speed up you, we're like at speed levels that may be too high. But Rev talks really slowly. I listened back to all of my videos on 2 times speed. Nah, is it 2 times? I don't know. On double speed, maybe in editing. I listened back in double time speed, and Rev sounds normal. Meanwhile, I go like brrr. So you know, Gura would be a good example of lolly, but not very sexual. Yeah, like, she is fine, I think, for the most part, but her fans are then the problem, you know? You know what I mean? And, of course, she did also release a body pillow at some point, which is a questionable thing to do. It's a questionable thing to do. You can talk about this a lot, I think.
VTuber avatar? Like, I don't like looking at this person's VTuber avatar, because you know what this person does.
Okay, what's up, guys? Right here.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to turn off my own speeding up because otherwise it's too fast. Okay, fine, fair, all right. But like he said, he doesn't like looking at this person's VTuber avatar because he knows what type of person is behind this VTuber avatar. You know? More lolly talk? Yes, as always. Gobgoober fans are perfectly fine, Zecke. Sure, what are you talking about? Yeah, they're never bad or anything. I'm starting to think I should know what this is about because you guys all do. Oh yeah, you don't know. It's fine. This is not the main point. This is not the main talking point of the video, so it's fine. That's like I speed it way up, way up. I won't. We won't be able to understand anymore. Was the body pillow from her or the company? I mean, either way. I don't know. I don't know how closely she's involved with like the merch that releases. But you know, do you expect Gura not to release a body pillow? Honestly, yeah, maybe. Maybe don't do that. Fandoms often suck. Evangelion fandom's very problematic. Yeah, which is sad because it's a good show. Fans don't make things better most of the time.
So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has concluded its first weekend at the box office, and it's been a very big success, and a lot of people are really excited about this film. And of course, when the product of a fandom goes viral, so too does the ridiculous takes surrounding it. So there are probably a few dozen viral tweets like the one you're looking at now, who are claiming that the character Gwen Stacy is transgender. Now they base this off of probably this video. I'm gonna select from the recent.
I want to just react to when he replies to it because we've already watched this video. You know, I don't need to watch this video again, but I don't want to skip it. I think I've heard about body pillow. I don't know if I'm mixing something up. Do feel free to correct me, but I think there is one like an official body pillow out of Gura, which is not great in my opinion. Famous Hololive talents have their own body pillow releases. Yeah, it was only a matter of time Gura got her own. Yeah, it makes sense, but I still don't like it, you know what I mean? In Japan especially, it's very much more, I guess it's more normalized, but maybe not as much as some people would believe. I don't know. Zan, when do you talk?
In particular, because I think it is the best example out there. I mean, look at it. It's got, oh my god, 90,000 likes on this thread. And the reason I choose this one is also because it basically grabs all the talking points. Also, as a reward for listening to me dissect these points, second, they were ever questioned on their beliefs and headcanon.
Like, these aren't...
Okay, he talks.
So there won't be any arguments as to how this isn't, like, these aren't compelling arguments. It's going to be how this person is crazy because they argued with people who disagreed with them.
Yes. As always, yes.
And so that means their points are stupid. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I don't know how he could possibly formulate, like, the trans flags on the dad's fucking... The trans flag... the trans flag patch on the dad who is a cop's fucking uniform. Dog. I'm sorry. But this is not just like a over-the-top pro-trans family. Also, what is the cope here, by the way?
That is a big question that I have as well. Why even get mad about this? I do not understand. Yeah, art style and perception of how old a character looks in the context of their art style is complicated. Look at Ben 10 with the art style changed to Omniverse. Ben is older but looks younger in comparison. It does matter. It does matter, like, how old the character is, like, meant to be as well. Especially if it's a character. That's why it's easier when it's a character, because a character also has a personality more than just having an art style and how they look like. So, like, if the character acts like a child, okay, don't make porn of that. But obviously every VTuber is played by an... Oh, I dropped my hair tie. Every VTuber is played by an adult. So that complicates things more, I think. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, a person reacting to a person reacting to another person. I know, right? I just want to hear his take. I don't want to listen to the ref video again. I just like that Zan talks about ref as well. I don't want to be the only one. I know that Mr. Spriley also talks about ref.
Is this man's cope here? Because he's obviously said that, like, trans people are groomers in the past many times. But, like, is the cope that, okay, Gwen Stacy isn't trans, but she's, like, a very overt, loud, outspoken, extremely culturally relevant and popular trans ally? Like, no matter what, you lose here. You are fighting for nothing but losing ground. Even if you win this argument that Gwen Stacy isn't trans, somehow, you still end up in the losing position of Gwen Stacy and her family being overtly, like, loudly pro-trans, and that being framed as a very good thing in the story. Like, there's just no winning for the transphobic lolicon in this situation.
That's exactly why he then goes on to deflect. Like Zan already said he would, even though I don't think he watches that part of the video. I think he just watches this, and then after that part, like, turns it off, I guess, or leaves or whatever. I don't know. But, like... That's why Rev goes on to just attack the person who made the original tweet for the way that they responded to tweets further down the line, and doesn't really make a point at all. Because, you know, Rev is allergic to points, and I get it. It's hard to get to a point, but, you know. It's also the fact that in the past being attracted to, like, for example, Raven, and we're adults now. Yeah, that's, like, different things, I think. I don't know. What happens when it's the inverse, where there's an anime where a 1-year-old gets a body of a high schooler? What? I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of that storyline before. That's definitely odd. That would be a very odd show, thank you.
No one has a protect trans kids flag in their room unless they're trans or, like, very strong allies. Yeah, I can imagine there are some people who have trans flags in their room that aren't trans. I know a few people who have trans flags in their room that aren't trans, that are just, like, very progressive and pro-trans. Yeah, I think it's just, like... It's definitely unlikely. Like, it's definitely unlikely.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a movie, too, so people put this in there to communicate a message. And not just somebody's room, you know, that isn't supposed to be shown to millions of people. Because in a movie, every frame has meaning. They put that shit in for a reason.
It's a, yeah, Michael Reeves has a big trans flag in his room, for example. He got it gifted in fan mail and, like, hung it up over his bed.
Cute.
The first argument here that points to specific images and frames from the last film that prove Gwen Stacy is trans. This first one might be hard to see, but in her room...
You hear Tenchi shake. Tenchi shake, hello. Hi, baby. Baby in the background. Baby spotted. Baby spotted in the background. I'm trying to get him. Yes, he's here. I can pet the Tench. We can add Tench. He's not gonna come on my lap. He's not gonna come up here because it's too warm. We don't want that. Not today. There's reason behind these choices. That's why it's art. That's why this movie is art, you know? Everything is supposed to be communication and stuff. Giving Tenchi all the head pads. I am.
She has a flag that says, protect trans kids. And then the other evidence, which is a little more shaky, is what some people claim is a trans flag on the sleeve of her father's police.
Yeah, I also laughed about that.
I'm
But some
pretty
people
sure that is a
claim-
trans flag.
Uniform. Now I say that one's a little bit suspect because in other frames the color palette here looks different, but for the sake of argument, let's just say that it is a trans flag on his sleeve. What does this prove? Apparently to these users, this proves that Gwen Stacy is trans. Fellas, does supporting trans people make you trans as well? That is the logic.
We love listening
Okay.
to good arguments made
So
by
you
Rev.
think trans people are like evil, degenerate groomers? Or like Twitter freaks, I think is the term he uses. Twitter freaks is a very common phrase you'll hear to refer to like the left online, from like your average Nazi lolicon.
True. Twitter freaks is such a trigger like phrase. It's a stand-in for trans people on Twitter or generally progressive people on Twitter. If you hear somebody use the term Twitter freaks, immediate ick. Fella, is being alive gay? Kinda. Direct protect trans kids. Rev. Well, this is a little shaky. We don't really know if this is supposed to be this, which it clearly is. We don't know.
On type. So if you see Twitter freaks, might want to raise a sus eyebrow and be a little bit vigilant.
Yeah.
He's just an ally to the group that he thinks is like a degenerate group of groomers. God, pedocon law. Am I right?
They are going with here. I mean, all this really shows
A theory, like gravity is a theory.
is that Gwen and possibly her father are
Oh,
trans.
by the way, to really get across like the entire, like, the full brunt of how shamelessly pedophilic this avatar is, I'm gonna get rid of my camera for a second.
No,
You got
come
the
back.
fucking like bows on the what are these called? Pigtails, I think they're called.
Pigtails
Like
or
on
twin
either
tails,
side,
yes.
very like common hairstyle to depict children having. The like ridiculously large eyes and big head in proportion to the body, like literally putting the character in a shirt or a sweater that's so loose fitting that it makes her look smaller than she is. Like, bro.
I mean, I don't have that many. I have to say, I cannot ride with everything Zan says just because I like Zan. I don't have that many gripes with Rev's avatar, like, as is. I have to say, I don't agree with all of that, but, you know. Knowing who Rev is makes it a lot easier to make these arguments, for sure. It's easier to hate on people by othering them. Yeah, for sure. Regarding them as Twitter freaks, you know, and also then you don't have to say like, oh, these fucking trans people, because some people might be like, why are you saying it like that? But if you say Twitter freaks, people who are hearing you can interpret their own meaning of the term a little bit. Where they're like, oh yeah, you mean people who are super duper woke scoldy on Twitter or something, and like maybe they agree with that, like yeah, those people are too much, but in actuality he means a more widely encompassing group of people, that sort of thing. Also, yeah, but also, why are all VTuber models female? I like being a VTuber for the reason of like self-expression and stuff, and I like to express myself the way that I kind of look, but also with more like adjustments, obviously. It's not a one-to-one, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because most people like to look like females? That is a very trans statement. Is that true? I think, I don't, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't guys like to look like guys? I thought guys like to look like guys. Huh? Oh my god, up at 5 a.m. in America, Gland. Nice to have a streamer to listen to while at work. 5 a.m. and working. Oh my god, Gabriel, my thoughts are with you. Hi, Skandar. Oh, look at a female. Okay, good. Okay, that's what you mean. I guess a lot of people like looking at girls. That's true. But I think, like, I don't know. You can have whatever avatar you want to have, of course. I guess it is because they like to look at that. I don't know. Egg IRL. Yeah, it read like egg IRL. It did. But you meant look at. I see. There are males, and some have gotten pretty popular in the later year too. Yeah, right. You could have a male avatar. I don't know. I like expressing like how you want to be perceived more so than displaying something that you yourself would want to look at. I don't know. Jiggle physics, probably. You can have like jiggly hair or something. I don't know. Guys who's willing to look like a female? Me. Vibes. No, I don't don't have any problem with that whatsoever.
Bro. I mean, the face just generally looks how kids are typically depicted in anime in terms of the facial proportions. You can usually tell from the eyes. The big eyes are what really give it away. The big eyes to small mouth ratio and the little ears.
They're like elf ears. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't fully go. I don't fully support the claim that Zan is making in this one here, because depending on the anime, like sometimes they just all look like that. It really depends.
God, it's very,
from anime
very
to anime.
You know this is in this guy's wank bank. You know. You know. Are all VTubers like this? A lot of them are. There is a very decent contingent of Nazi or there's a lot of crossover, lolicon VTubers.
I think I've heard this somewhere recently too being talked about. It's about the anonymity that VTubing gives you. Anonymity often allows people to be their worst selves or bad people to take a stance publicly but in an anonymous way, and VTubing does offer an amount of anonymity which brings out the worst motherfuckers oftentimes. Yes. Sam is like the OG Vaj, basically. I guess he did start before Vaj. Yeah, he's in the space, but he's younger, I think. How old is Zan? I feel like Zan is pretty young, which always surprises me, for reasons. Give a man a mask, and so on and so forth. It's very true. It's very true. That honestly is the main explanation for this sort of thing. That, and maybe coupled with like the worst parts of the anime fandom. I don't know. There are some parts of the anime fandom that are pretty bad. Maybe that kind of works into it, but there again. Big eyes and small mouth? That is most anime characters in general. I do agree with that. I don't think that the avatar in and of itself is extremely egregious, but you know. Just call Joker to unmask those fuckers. The Joker. Yes! Like, not the Joker, but Joker from Persona. We will.
High-pitched anime voice-sounding women that like JQ on their streams, and it's like, ooh, the Jews control the world.
I know who he's talking about. I know exactly who he's talking about there. Yeah, that too. Like, if people engage in like a character voice and that character voice is a baby voice, that is a big ick. That is a big ick, oftentimes, for me. Like, it depends. You can do, like, a character voice that's not, like, baby talk, you know? I'm also thinking about one specific person right now. Just, like, don't baby talk, please. He's talking about someone specifically? Oh, I have an image in mind. A certain, Webbit, yeah.
And it's, like, I can't do, like, an anime girl voice, but that is a fair amount of, like, the
it's also in chat.
Like Pippa,
in his chat.
The Pippa chick who this person also.
Okay, he said it. He didn't just want to allude to it. Then I guess that's fine. You can say it. I had another point to make, but I forgot.
Yeah, it's a big like community of like degenerate lolicon Nazis in the VTube sphere.
That's why we want to be the counter movement. Woo! Counter movement. No more. Thank you.
Trans allies. It doesn't make them trans. That's such a weird
I have no doubt what this guy is going to do if he makes a response video is claim that I called all VTubers degenerate like lolicon Nazis or something. He'll find some way to take like something I didn't say out of the point of this video, but at the end of the day, this guy is a massive fucking lolicon YouTuber and is already on thin ice as far as YouTube TOS. And so hopefully any day now we get to see the Eye of Sauron fall, so to say. How many terabytes?
Yeah, Rev always does that. Rev always does that. Remember people hated Iron Mouse for talking like a little girl because she haven't told people about her illness. Yeah, yeah, some people, that's just their voice. There's like a difference between just being high-pitched and also doing like baby talk. I am thinking of a specific person as well who just literally baby talks when they speak in their like character voice. Character voice in general, I find, is a topic, like, it's not morally reprehensible to do a character voice 9 out of 10 times. I'm not gonna state that, but I think it's bad for your throat, and also it makes everybody sound the same. Those are two big arguments I personally have against using character voices for VTubing, because like all of these company VTubers for HoloLive and stuff always have to go on break because they're fucking killing their throats with these fucking voices that they put on. That's so bad. Like, this is your income. You can't kill you shouldn't be killing your voice for your job that needs your voice. Just talk in the voice that God gave you. You know what I mean? Like, be careful, okay? Do it with caution. If you cannot find a way to sustainably do this character voice, then you gotta be careful about it, right? Oh no, do I know them? I don't think you do. I don't know. I don't know if you know them. The specific person I'm thinking about, I mean, I could drop names. It doesn't really matter, does it? I have a character voice. If I have a character voice, I'm just straight up a goblin. I think you can do character voice if you do like short form content. 1,000,000%, go ahead, do whatever. Do it for D&D. But like if you stream for 10 hours a day, this is gonna fuck up your voice, you know? Oh, Wolfie Chew. I remember Wolfie Chew. She had a lot of drama about her voice over the years too. True. Wolfie Chew and Lily Pichu as well, I think. Yeah. I had a YouTube channel 2 years ago. YouTube bots TOS'd me by accident. Oh my god, after I did an anti-January 6th video. And they thought it was pro-Q. Jesus. Yeah, YouTube is fickle. It's all a little bit fickle, isn't it? Is the specific person you're thinking about happen to be somebody who lives on the planet Earth? Oh, we're playing Guess Who. Yeah, I had to think about if she has like a lore or anything that says she's not on Earth, but I don't know her lore. The Chews. Chew always means cute, you know? You gotta be cute. But yeah, like I said, that's why I don't like character voices. That and the fact that it all blends all of VTubing like into this homogenous group. You will hear so many people who sound exactly the same. And it's like, I can't differentiate you guys. You sound the same. Please stop. Everybody uses text-to-speech, like Zen. Let's go. All text-to-speech for everyone. I did that for like one stream once because I had lost my voice, but just randomly though. That would make another problem. For not using character voices, or what do you mean right now?
Bytes of illegal shit do you think they have between them? God only knows. I wonder what his thoughts are on the age of consent. I imagine he is not happy about that recent Japan thing that the lolicons lost their mind over. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I have to show you guys an amazing Rev Says Desu clip really fast. Oh my god.
Okay, I will move
It's actually a
aside
clip
a
from
little bit,
XQC's stream.
Wait, what? XQC mentioned Rev?
XQC reacted to a clip of Rev Says Desu.
Really?
Now, I actually am still able to access my Twitter post despite being banned, thankfully, so I can still look back at this. But XQC reacted to a clip from Rev Says Desu's video about the lolicon.
If everyone used text-to-speech, it would make a lot of people use the same voice. Yeah, I know. I do like hearing unique, like human voices.
Like convention guy. Here, let me show you guys the original video that Rev Says Desu was talking about, and then you'll understand the context.
Okay, find it. Give it to me.
Does anybody have that video?
I don't have that video. I'm sure you'll find it in a second. I believe in you. I will skip forward,
The user who posted this is 7,700 likes.
Okay. Hype it up. AI being able to replicate every voice could revolutionize text-to-speech. You can just talk with whatever voice you want. That's kind of true. I've seen some scarily good J-Schlatt AI voice things, like a cover of How Bad Can I Be from the Lorax movie.
The lolicon who recorded and posted and is speaking in this video got nearly 10,000 likes in this post and is not banned from Twitter. I want you to know that.
I know that.
This is the video.
Rev doesn't post a lot on... Oh, wait, is this a different person? Is this Rev? I don't know. But Rev doesn't post a lot on Twitter as far as I know. Hi, Shang! What's with this video? What's with the vids? We're watching... Oh, God. We're watching Zan talk about a video that Rev made that we already looked at before. Because I want to hear Zan's reply, okay? Oh, fun. J-Schlatt is the one slow. Yes, I did see an animatic of him to the song once. Oh, should I send you? I've already lost it. But I could find it again for you. Or maybe you can find it yourself as well. Perhaps. It's kind of dystopian, just picking a voice and using it, isn't it? A bad time trying to not correct the ignorance on this one, on that one. We'll see what happens. Trump playing with Obama and Joe is one of my favorite. Yeah, I do like those. I like those ones a lot, actually. I will only talk with the Hatsune Miku voice. That's the future I'm looking forward to. But isn't that... She's already a voice synthesizer. You can do that already. You just need to learn how to use Vocaloid.
Video. This person who's recording it right now and speaking in the video, 10,000 likes. By the way, I'm banned from Twitter.
I know.
For telling a lolicon Nazi to kill themselves, believe it or not.
I know.
But yeah, here's
Can't say kill yourself. That was a quote, by the way, YouTube. I don't know if you're allowed to do it on YouTube. That was a quote. I was quoting him. I don't know how my exact stance on telling people to KYS. Like, I just think it's kind of funny. I wouldn't take it that seriously, but platforms take it very seriously. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But okay, maybe don't. Is Hatsune Miku a real person? No, Hatsune Miku is God.
Here's the video, where that is like the background.
Boo! Seriously? You in for a fight?
Are you threatening to beat up this girl?
Are you serious? You looking for a fight with that sign? Franchising lollies? Pedophilia? You really looking for a fight?
She's like, are you gonna assault me on camera, you idiot?
Seriously? Seriously? Looking for a fight?
Well, obviously he was not looking for a fight, because I bet he would get the shit kicked out of him. I don't know who this man is. I don't know who this person behind the camera is, but you know. Dude just threatened this Tifa cosplayer. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, you want to just replace your vocal cords with Hatsune Miku. Yeah, okay, I see that. What a video.
So, the guy who recorded that video and is speaking in that video posted that and got nearly 10,000 likes on Twitter. For those that are not aware,
yeah, there's definitely worse things to say than like KYS. I think it's, yeah, I don't think it's that serious, but maybe that's just me. I don't use it because I know platforms will ban you if you use. Also, I don't have fights with people on Twitter, so I wouldn't be in the situation to do that anyway. A fight? I'm ready, coach. Put me in. Put me in. Wouldn't it be funny if she did just, you know? No, she's not allowed.
The pedophile community online has come to be a very protective community. When you come out as like do anything in the lolicon community, if you come out as a lolicon or whatever, these people will come and defend you to their dying breath. You will get thousands of likes in your post, even for the most. This guy is the one in the video, and the post is this many likes. These people conglomerate into hordes because alone they're easy to pick off and make fun of and just dunk on, right?
I mean, that's the same with any, like, group online, yeah.
Because they're pedophiles. No one likes them. But if there's enough of them, they can change the narrative.
Reactionaries.
Do you know what Rev Says Desu, who I'm about to play a clip of defending the guy from that video right now, Rev Says Desu tried to turn his response video into me being a pedophile.
Interesting angle to take. Bye, Juno, by the way. Bye, goodbye. She's not real. Her voice is not real, but the voice is based on a real person. Hatsune Miku, yes, that's true. She has a voice provider. They all do. All Vocaloid have a voice provider.
He tried to do an Uno reverse card. And that right there really just kind of demonstrates to you exactly like what they're doing. They're self-reporting because every conservative accusation is an admission, as we all know. But here's a clip of XQC reacting to Rev.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that. Rev did that to Nux Tux also. I've seen, when I was looking through YouTube stuff, I've seen that Nux apparently talked about this as well. Dude called Nux a pedo for not liking Lolicon. That's like the logic. How do you get to this conclusion? I don't understand. Imagine a little skinny Zecke just picked up and placed in a boxing ring, ready to fight probably someone twice her size, like a chihuahua. Chihuahuas are actually, I could punt a chihuahua. I have immense strength, of course. Is Ref alright? No.
Rev Says Desu defending the guy in the clip.
So like I said, a lot of reaction to this clip on Twitter. Some people who think she's entirely in the wrong, some people think he's entirely in the wrong, but I fall in the third camp, where I think they are both in the wrong, of course to varying degrees and for different reasons.
No. Okay.
People defending Loli saying it's just...
Nope. Women's video, self-reports. Self-reports? Dude! fucking report.
Starting with the woman.
So it's good to know that XQC even knows that Rev says Desu is a pedophile.
I was gonna say even XQC knows, and XQC's takes are not always the greatest. So, you know, don't punt a chihuahua. I'm just saying I could, if given, if necessary. I could. I won't, but I could.
It's good to know. Yeah, so basically, Rev says Desu in the clip is
So quiet. Oh yeah, the XQC clip was pretty quiet. He was just basically saying a self-report, that it was a self-report on Rev's part for making the statement that he made.
saying that both the woman and the guy are in the wrong, and I have no doubt he was going to say the woman's in the wrong for carrying around the sign and believing what the sign says, and the guy's in the wrong for, like, threatening to attack her. That's no doubt his argument.
Yeah.
Massive self-report,
I can see that.
obviously. Pedocon theory is not a theory, it is a law.
String of logic. That's basically saying if I went online and ordered a trans rights button or something, all of a sudden I must be trans too. Like, that's a very strange string of logic there, but...
You got them, dude. It's not like, does Rev says Desu think that fictional stories are real life?
Yeah, that's the argument he's gonna make, actually. I love just... Yeah, I have watched this video, so I can tell you about this. Yeah, that's the argument he's gonna make, but then also... he's gonna make the opposite argument at other times. You know, whichever one suits him at the time. Turns out conservatives are among us. Imposters.
Does Rev says Desu not know that, like, things in
Yeah, it's a theory, the same way that gravity is a theory.
stories tend to be there for a reason?
What?
Like, chances are...
Ain't no way.
They would have just forgone these inclusions if there wasn't meant to be a parallel or an implication that she is trans. Why would they have included these things? Like, what's the purpose? It's not real life where things happen for no reason because of the, like, bizarre entropy of the universe. This is a carefully animated, frame by frame,
That's what I said
pixel by
earlier too,
pixel
yes.
piece of work that every single frame had, like, hours poured into. Nothing is there on accident.
Yeah, I agree exactly. So, Skandar, you say, I was okay with the Tifa girl, I wasn't okay with the comments on the video, people associated lolly with lolicon, which is two different words with two different meanings. I mean, do you mean, like, differentiating, like, normal, non-sexual depictions of children in anime that are just cute and, you know, like, children exist in media, they are allowed to exist in media, actually, as a matter of fact, with sexualization of said children? That is what I think you mean, right? Yeah. Those are two different things, yes. I just wouldn't... I don't know. I think the term is very tainted. You know what I mean? Like, I think lolly always... Does lolly always refer to something sexual or not, is the question that I have, that I literally do not know the answer to. Because, like, you could just say kid. You could just say child, you know? If it's non-sexual, then that's just what it is, right? I don't know. You know, I don't know Rev that well, but is he against free speech? Like, peacefully carrying a sign around? Because he sounds like the type of guy who would be like, but my free speech, yes. Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not sexualized, then they're just, like, children character in media, which obviously that can exist. I agree with that. I'm gonna sleep now, this talk's giving me a headache. Bye, guys. Do sleep. Do get some rest, you know?
Yeah,
Rest well.
Chekhov's trans flag, but I'd say even more so because it's animated. Usually in animation, something like that is there for a reason.
Yeah.
That is meant to tell the audience a message. And worst case scenario for the left, I guess, is the message it's telling is you should be pro-trans because superheroes are pro-trans. Which is a pretty big L for the lolicon transphobe here, right? Like, that the movie is saying superheroes are pro-trans, and so you should, like that feels like a pretty big L for your average, like, conservative, right?
But yeah,
Here's another thing that a lot...
Not really. I think lolly and lolicon term changes so often, but it's fandom. Yeah, by its fandoms, in its fandoms. That's true. That's why it's tricky to talk about sometimes. At this point, lolly has like two meanings. A kid or a younger looking teen or adult woman, sexualized or not, is not really relevant. Yeah, that is where it fucking sucks. It's like, which person means what when they say this one word, you know? Oftentimes I feel like it's not great, the meaning that they think about when they say lolly or whatever. But maybe they mean something different. They should just stop using it, maybe. Maybe just don't use it anymore. Maybe just describe what you mean in detail so people are not confused anymore.
A lot of people have been bringing up the colors are the trans flag.
They're
pointing out not just scenery, but also some of the color palettes of her hair in her room.
You guys ready to see some swastikas and shit? Here we go.
And things like that.
I like how he gives a little, like, preview of the swastika incoming. Yes. All this debate is... Yeah, we're debating. We're trying to, like... level up our brains, you know? Yes, please, just describe it. I feel like honestly, that would make things simpler, yeah. Oh god, no, Shota is bad too. Shota is bad too. Every time I hear anybody talking about Shota, it's actually, most of the time, kind of worse. I don't know, I've never heard, like, good things.
That, which...
Well, actually, Miles Morales' suit is the same color as the swastika.
Number one, I find the whole concept of a sexuality or a gender or religion or any sort of group owning a color palette to be very strange, but they're using this to justify that, well, she must be trans based on these color schemes. While other users have attempted to make that...
There it is! There it is! Like we all... I mean, we pointed this out in the video that we did earlier on this. It's the same colors as the Antifa symbol thingy as well. Yeah, I do kind of mean lolly as characters like Rebecca from Cyberpunk. Should I say adult lolly? Is that a better description? I mean, you could just say petite girl or woman. Petite woman, rather. Girl is, again, more... The way people refer to women is weird anyway. It's fucked anyway because misogyny. So, you know, people will say girl even though people are women. But, like... you know, which they wouldn't do for men. Men are men, you know. They are not referred to as boys unless it's, like, derogatory, I guess, most of the time. Gosh, language. I have a technique to maintain brain from freezing from debate. Being brain dead momentarily. Now this is a way to go. Well, yeah, you also go out with the boys, though. That's true. You do go out with the boys, but you wouldn't say, like, that boy to somebody who's clearly not, like, a child or a teenager anymore, I think. I don't know. Red and black can also be anarchist colors. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's a non-argument. No, and nobody believes this actual argument. He just put it in for whatever reasons. I want to be called a boy when I'm older. I also prefer the term girl to woman, but that's probably internalized misogyny. I'm not even gonna lie. That's some sort of
I like how we're
thing.
now forgetting the multiple trans flags sported by her and her family. It's like, look, we're making the black character a Nazi. Look, aren't you so triggered? Aren't you triggered? Aren't you a triggered lefty? It's just copium. There's just any excuse to, like, post swastikas in response to trans people.
True.
That same claim that, well, based on her design, she must be trans. Well, if you apply that logic to the other uniforms from other characters in that franchise, you get a probably unsavory result. And if you want to use it for Gwen Stacy, you gotta use it for everyone, and I guess it doesn't turn out too well, now does it? But moving on to...
If you're gonna use it for Gwen Stacy, then you have to use it for everyone.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
What groundbreaking media analysis. You destroyed the left, man.
Yeah, totally.
You absolutely destroyed them, dude. Holy hell. Wow. What
Getting wrecked on the regular, as always. Men are not to refer to as boys unless they do something awful, and then there's just boys doing boys who don't know stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's not as common. I mean, it may happen. It may happen more in certain areas or regions or something. But, like, here... What do we even say here? I mean, I guess... I don't know. Me thinking about the German language. I don't even know what we say. We don't say girl, though. Like, Mädchen. You wouldn't say that to women. But would you say Frau? Why is the doorbell ringing? Okay, doorbell. Doorbell. Doorbell over. Hi, hello, I've returned. Doorbell is over. Mädels. No, Mädels we do use, you're right. Hello, it wasn't for us. Why do they keep ringing our doorbell for stuff that's not for me? Rude. In a Welt article, oh yeah, about Rammstein, they wrote about how the boys are sad about the situation. Die Jungs. Oh yeah, true, die Jungs. They would say it like that. They're bloody 6-year-old men with abuse allegations. It is playing shit down when you call men the boys in this case. Yeah. How can we come from monkeys if monkeys still exist? Checkmate. Haha. Evolution denied. Doesn't exist. Must be God. It's never for you. It barely is. Yeah, it's not for me right now. We didn't order anything. Yeah, I'm back. Scatter voice. I need the Pepe. People Pepe. Yeah, I need a run emote. I don't think we have that one. I should add that one. Wait. Be better Twitch TV. I'm pretty sure I don't know. How many spaces? I have 1 slot left of them. I don't have the run thing. Can I just find that? You can't search on here, right? No, I don't think you can. How about better Twitch TV run? I don't know what it's even called. I never use it. Yeah, certainly not this one then. Okay. Fine. BTTV. BTTV. Run. Emote. Am I not gonna find it like that? Please, let me just find it again. No. Am I spelling it wrong? BTTV. Isn't that what it's spelled? Better TTV. I swear to God, I usually just use them like that. Okay. I mean, Pepe Please is pretty cute. I could just find it in this list. Ah, there it is. People Run. Add to channel. There it is. I found it. Better Twitch. That's not hard nowadays. No, it's not. Anyway, I found him. He's here now. He should be available for you. He is the one and only People Run. People, and then capital R, Run. And then I need to refresh my chat in order for it to show up on screen. There you go. Yeah, because right now it doesn't show up on screen yet. This was a very important thing for me to do right now on screen, actually, okay? I need to refresh it 2 times and then it should show up, I think. If you do it. Please. There you are. Okay. There you are. Nice. Scatter. Now you can scatter. Like in other Twitch chats after rioting when streamer is gone. It's very important. This is culture, okay? This is streamer culture. Look at you guys. It is a very funny emote though. Okay.
What an annihilation of pro-trans values. So, I think we've probably seen enough of this guy's wank bank material, like VTuber avatar. We'll leave it on this screen for the remainder of my diatribe, my monologue.
Okay, do we want to listen to your diatribe, your monologue? If you're not going to talk about Rev anymore, then I'm going to move on. You don't understand how it's a thing. Is Gwen trans in a movie or something? It'd be cool if so, but if she's not, then why talk about it? That's like having milk with a burger. It's like, it's been heavily hinted at. I haven't seen the film still, but it's heavily hinted at in, imagery that this may be a trans story, but they didn't outright say it. So people online are like theorizing whether or not it might be the case, etc., sharing their headcanons and stuff like that, showing evidence for their theory, and other people are being like, how dare you? That's basically all that's going on here. I think the one that really annoyed me was when people associated short women with children. Yeah, that's just unnecessary. People are built, you can tell. We've talked about this earlier too. Earlier being a couple streams back when we talked about the fur affinity policy change, which clearly stated also that you can tell not just by the height of a character if they're supposed to be a child or not. Like there's other contributing factors in that. And that. Gwen's tucking game is unreal. Damn. I mean, you don't know, maybe I guess she would probably have to. She's like she's a child still. I don't know when you can get like bottom surgery and stuff like that. So I'm going to put my wrong thing. But okay, yeah, let's put both away, It's fine. We can toggle both of these up. Are we finished for today? No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. We have at least, technically we are finished with the Zan video, I think, because if he's just gonna talk about this whole thing, we've already talked about this at length. I just wanted to hear his thoughts on Rev again, because, you know, it's fun. We actually haven't watched the actual Rev video. If we want to watch a Rev video, I would do either one of these two. That would take a little while because I have a lot to say about all of these. And I also have a little article on Ukraine. We could do that in between. And then if we still have enough in us, we can watch a Rev video. I'm drinking so much water, but my throat is still like, damn. What's Doliprane? What type of medication is Doliprane? Proportions and personality and outfit and face. Yeah, there's so much that goes into it, you know? The Gwen Stacy, Spider-Woman colors in the movie is the same colors as the comics from 2015, since present day. Slay. Hydrate, people, it's important! It is important. I don't know anything about, like, the past of the Spider-Verse and all of that. I know very, very little about comic books, I'm gonna be real. Don't feel pressured if you don't want to talk about Ukraine, okay? I don't feel pressured. No worries. I just saw this article because I was browsing this website. This website may be one of my favorites currently on, like, Europe news. I don't know if it's good or not, but so far I've liked the coverage that they've provided. So, you know, because apparently these three met up in order to discuss NATO, Ukraine, and migration. So this is local news. This is happening locally right now. You used to be a lot into comics. Very, very fair. Very fair. Can we talk about that one UK Spider-Woman in the movie wearing a hijab? That one was packing. It's slay. It's slay, for sure, for sure. DW is your go-to news site. Oh, it is? Nice. Okay, that's great. That's a good, like, vote of confidence then. I just found them when I was looking into the Leipzig stuff that was happening recently. And since then, I really like their coverage and stuff. They cover stuff that's, like, European as well, which helps me because I'm European. And it's English, so I can show it on stream without having to simultaneously translate a lot of stuff, because that's hard. I don't want to do that all the time. So Macron, Scholz, and Duda discuss Ukraine, NATO, migration. There they are. There's our dude. That's our guy. I'm not gonna talk about Ukraine. I will not be kind about it. You just choose what you want to talk about, you know? The French president hosted the German and Polish leaders to seek ways of helping Kiev wrest back land from Russia. Poland's premier pressed for a clearer roadmap for Ukraine to join the NATO defense alliance. I mean, that's not gonna happen while they're in war, right? Probably not. But let's read about that. Isn't DW like the national German news? No. It's not. We have other news outlets. We have like Die Zeit, I guess. That's pretty big. We have a bunch of other ones. So, French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday welcomed German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Polish leader Andrzej Duda, with the Polish Prime Minister pressing for, yes, that's what they said in the title as well, pressing the case for Ukraine to gain NATO membership. Can that happen? I don't know about the NATO laws and stuff like that. Could that happen while they're literally at war? Or can they only do that afterwards? I don't know. The three gathered to talk about military support for the Kiev counteroffensive and humanitarian aid to the country after the breach of the Kherson region, Kakovka dam. Yeah, because they breached the fucking, they blew up the dam. It was done by the Russians, as far as I know now. It was done by the Russians, but they kind of fucked up. They didn't want to do it like this, but it ended up being like that. And then the dam broke, and that fucked up a lot of shit, obviously. Macron a perdu mon respect. Oh, he's lost your respect. I was gonna visit France, not anymore. I mean, if you base your visits on countries on their leadership, you're not gonna be able to visit a lot of countries necessarily, honestly. I find it, but Macron has been like Wait, let me see. I don't know what he says in the rest of this, but like Macron has been repping Ukraine stuff forever. Didn't you see? God, why is my voice so rough right now? I don't know. But didn't you see this like whole photo shoot that Macron did inspired by inspired by Zelensky? He did like a war room photo shoot in his office in France where there's no war. It was pretty funny. Now, Iceland, though. Iceland is gigabase. You can visit that one. I find it funny that Die Linke is complaining more about the NATO maneuver than about Russia's invasion going for over a year. Oh no, are Die Linke tankies? Uh-oh. I think NATO has a rule not to accept members with ongoing conflicts, border disputes. Yeah, right? That's what I thought too. Russians are committing war crimes. Not surprised lately anymore. No, sadly not, honestly. Not sure why the Russians would blow up the dam when it would flood their own positions as well. I think they didn't want to blow it all the way. I think they just wanted to... I think they just wanted to damage it or something like that. He did that photo shoot. That photo shoot was fucking ridiculous. Fucking Macron is such a ridiculous little dude. Can you describe tanky? Oh, tanky, that's a whole thing. That's like leftists who are basically pro-Russia. There's more to it. There's more to it than that, but it's like pro-Russia leftist. Wagenknecht will destroy Die Linke soon anyway. Sad. It's honestly true. She's not doing well. We have done everything to help it. Macron said of Ukraine's counteroffensive. We have intensified the delivery of ammunitions, weapons, and armored vehicles. We will continue in the coming days and weeks. On Monday, Ukraine's military reported new gains, claiming to have recaptured 7 villages along a roughly 100-kilometer front in the country's southeast. Macron said he expected the offensive to last several weeks or several months. We want it to be as successful as possible so that we can then start a negotiation phase in good conditions. Well, yeah, you must, I guess. Macron said of the counteroffensive. Or does he mean negotiations with Russia? I guess. Supporters of formerly communist authoritarian states. My dad, your dad. Yeah, I'm hoping the best for Ukraine and their counteroffensive. I do. And I wish my dad wasn't a tanky. That does suck. I mean, there's worse things your dad could be, I guess. But it's not great. I'm most inclined to believe that the dam was left to rot during the war and overflowing water bursted the weakened mechanisms. I think they came out with pretty solid evidence at some point that it was interfered with. Communist boomers! Yeah, kind of, right? Also, Tenji is just standing in the background. You can hear him sweating. Okay, laying groundwork for NATO summit. Damn, that's the damage that the dam did. Damn, the damage of the dam is pretty intense. You shouldn't joke about that, maybe. I mean, yeah, he could be like... He's gotten better about my name and pronouns, too. See, that's nice. Hey, Slava, hello. We're talking Ukraine a little bit. Like I said, this is very far outside of my expertise, but I do want to cover it a little bit. What I hope is, if anything happens, it ends up quick or soon. And honestly, that's what everybody hopes. Yeah, that's the biggest hope everyone has, is that it's fucking over. That, you know... Not more people die and all that stuff. Too soon. I know, it's a bit too soon. No, this is real damage. This is serious shit, okay? I'm just too unserious, I'm sorry. Dams are freaking horrifying. Dams are weird, right? They produce energy. That's what dams do. Dams produce energy. We have dams here too, obviously. Dams are everywhere. Duda reached Paris first on Monday for talks with Macron before the arrival of Scholz. Even though Scholz has a closer path to France. What's that about? You too busy? I think a year more at least. Yeah, probably. I don't see it ending anytime soon. Because, like, what's the end state gonna be? Like, obviously it doesn't look like Russia is just gonna be able to claim all of Ukraine. That's not happening. But neither can Ukraine, like, fucking claim Russia or anything of that sort. Not that they would want that to begin with. So, like, what's their point where they have to stop? Maybe when all of Russia's resources are exhausted vis-a-vis military? When Putin is, like, finally at a point where he cannot keep pushing? But Putin is the type of dude who's never gonna be like, okay, I lost, fine, I'm good with that now. That doesn't seem like it. Oh man, the war will, in your opinion, definitely go into 2025 even. Next election in Russia is in 2024. Putin cannot run for president by law. Well, if they get a different guy in, that would be helpful. That would definitely help, I think. But I don't know if Putin is gonna give up his seat of power. Maybe he can find an alternative way to preserve that, huh? And they're built really well, so it doesn't tend to happen. But what the heck? Yeah, dams? Yeah. Ukraine is waiting for an unambiguous signal regarding a clear prospect of membership in NATO, Duda said, ahead of next month's NATO summit in Vilnius. Ukraine has been urging NATO members to make concrete progress on its accession to the alliance at the July summit. It wants to see an upgrade for the current NATO-Ukraine Commission to a NATO-Ukraine Council, which would be a joint consultative forum to promote the discussion of security issues. I see. Well, I mean, NATO is already mostly in support of Ukraine, right? Russian elections, yeah, I know. But if he can't even run, if he wouldn't be able to run, technically that would be good, but I don't see it happening either. Pretty sure they got rid of 2 consecutive terms for Russian presidents previously. Oh, I see. Yeah, that law. Maybe they had a law or something. It's funny how the Polish reactionaries are right here, but only because they hate Russia. Fair, yeah. Poland and its politics are pretty bad, but you know, if they hate Russia enough, maybe they'll luckily land on a position that's pretty good. At first, when I heard Russia attacked Ukraine, I was expecting that Russia would eat it up easily. Oh no, but fair, kind of. I didn't know that I also thought, kind of, that. I mean, Russia is huge, right? And Russia invests a lot in military, I guess. At least it kind of seems like that. They present in a way that they invest a lot into military. And Ukraine is a country that's also bigger than I thought it was before learning about Ukraine some more. But Ukraine is a country that's not really on people's mental map as much, I think, unless they're like very into politics and that sort of stuff. So people would have thought, okay, yeah, big ass country, Russia is just gonna take Ukraine and that's gonna suck or whatever, but then it panned out very differently because Ukraine has been defending and even advancing now. Unfortunately, in Russia, there are demands on more aggressive action. I bet if not Putin, Prigozhin, head of PMC, will be elected, and it's even worse. Oh, great. This dam was in a very bad condition for a long time, yeah. In the weeks before the flood, the water levels began to rise fastly. I think maybe it just couldn't stand the pressure. Interesting. I don't know. We're all used to American dominating smaller targets. Yeah, Ukraine is more near a pair than Iraq was to America. Yeah, it's different here. It's definitely different here, but I've had different expectations as well. I mean, Poland, have already misfired a few times with regards to that. I see what you mean. Near peer. Oh, it's a near peer. Yeah, Ukraine is much more of a peer. You're right. Thank you for correcting that. I didn't understand otherwise. Near peer than Iraq was to America, for sure. Prigozhin will never be elected. Putin will just extend his term, probably. I cannot see Putin giving up his authority over the country. The Russian army will never accept someone like Prigozhin taking power. I don't know anything about Prigozhin. I'm gonna tell you. The only reason that Putin lets Prigozhin still live is because he uses Wagner as a counter to the Russian army brass. See, there's so much fucking lore about the fucking war that I don't know about. Well, we'll see, I guess. We'll see how it pans out, right? Prigozhin would first have to get others Silovsky on his side. Well, we'll see. I guess the only thing is to wait and see. I also think that Putin will probably hold on to his position of power with everything that he has, but we'll see. I mean, I understand, like, the thought of not wanting it to advance to you or your family and stuff like that, but I don't think that you should base your decision on who is more likely to win necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to just support Russia so that the war is over sooner, I don't think that's a good idea, because I think if Russia under Putin gets a crumb, he's gonna want to take the entire bread. So, like, it's worse for global stability if Putin wins, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Macron, Scholz, and Duda. These are not countries that have already attacked Russia in distant past. and they advise for Ukraine to win. They do. They want, because like I said, I think they think so too. If Russia wins this, if Putin wins this, I don't think this will be like, okay, we got Ukraine now. We're not going to interfere with anything ever again now. I'm good now. Thank you. I have my share. I don't want anything else. That's like unlikely. You know what I mean? They will not stop at Ukraine. Exactly. It doesn't seem like that. Exactly. If conquest, I'm so good at reading, brothers. If conquest is rewarded, it means there will be more wars of conquest, right? Is that how you say it in Germany for give an inch and take a mile, give a crumb and take the whole bread? No, I just made that up. I think it's like the finger and the hand or something. I don't know. There is a saying for that, but it's not the bread one. I just invented that one. I hope it'd go to Canada. Would be a better place for my sanity in the future. Canada, now that would be an interesting direction to go into. Damn, I stopped using Reddit. What were the odds? No more Reddit. Now it's shut down. Now there's no more Reddit for you to use. We Germans do love our bread. Lecker. I mean, you're right. It may as well be a bread thingy. Okay, what did they talk about, though? I want to talk. We do have a lot of breads, yes. Scholz said that the main focus at present was helping Ukraine in its defensive war against Russia, and that we will also continue to do that for as long as it's necessary. We're prepared for that. Yes. Other NATO leaders, like Jens Stoltenberg, have made it clear in the past that Ukraine's accession is not on the agenda during the conflict. Yeah, well, that's the law, isn't it? Do you really believe in Zelensky's nonsense that Russia will go further? I think that's not just Zelensky's take. I think that's just a logical conclusion of it, I have to say. I think that's a logical conclusion. Like, I don't think a man like Putin being in charge like that would do that. What do you think about Algeria? I don't know about Algeria. I know very little about this already. I'm vaguely informed about this. I want to be more informed about this, but I don't know what's going on in Algeria at the moment. Stoltenberg is a Dane, I think, but he sounds like a Prussian general. He does. Fucking Stoltenberg. Nevertheless, Scholz said discussions about further guarantees for Ukraine made sense and should continue. I mean, there's gonna be an after at some point, right? We gotta look forward to an after the war, and then we need to see what happens then, right? We continue to work intensively on that, and it will then be finished once a unanimous concept has emerged from the discussions. But what's clear, we need something like that, and need it in a very concrete form, he said. Okay. I mean, from Putin's perspective, Ukraine won't surrender on terms, so he might as well go for the whole, or at least a decisive victory. That's what he wants to go through, but it's not happening. I don't think he will ever be the one to fire the first shot at NATO, though. Putin? You mean? No, I don't think he would do that either. You'd hope he wouldn't do that. Post-war Ukraine must be given funds and workers for rebuilding, and EU expansion is necessary. And I finally want a EU railway system. Trains, choo-choo! Trains, more trains, better train connections. You always think like, oh, compared to America, our train connection is great. But, there could be more. We could do more with our trains. Here it's talking about why France, Germany, and Poland. Tripartite meetings, I don't know, tripartite, or is it French? Is it French or is it English? I do not know. Involving Germany, France, and Poland, collectively known as the Weimar Triangle, started in 1991 in Weimar, Germany, of course. The initial aim was to bring Poland, as well as other former Soviet satellite states, closer to the EU and NATO. Okay, that makes sense. I see why they met up then. While that issue has broadly faded into the background, the meetings were given added vigor and frequency after Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. That makes a lot of sense. Possible division on EU migration plans. Macron said on Monday that the meeting had shown how there was no division between old and new Europe, a distinction once drawn by former US Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld when Eastern European countries refused to back the Western European powerhouses in opposing the Iraq War. It all ties back. It all ties back to other wars. There's so much war. There's always war. It didn't sound French. Tripartite. I don't know. I wish our railways weren't privatized. People sad. there could be so many improvements made to fucking railway, like, commuting. They could make it cheaper. I would like for them to make it cheaper. Fucking flights are more cheap than traveling with the train to Paris. You could book a flight that's cheaper, which sucks. I think at least oftentimes Europe's the big problem is that we have like 30 national railway systems in myopic national states. So there's bad compatibility and access between the countries. Very true. My friend traveled from France over to our country and then had to buy like 2 tickets and stuff, and it was very confusing. It is very complicated, but I want to like dip my toes in. I do these also to learn, you know. I'm not speaking as an expert. I'm mostly speaking as a learner as well. I hope I'll get to like a more closer to an expert status, but I'm mainly learning at the time still. Europe loves to split apart into more and more tinier nation states. They do. Why still no united webpage for booking tickets? Why? Sad. It is, right? It is. I don't know. I haven't traveled outside of my own country with the train. I just have experiences of other people traveling into Germany via either plane or train or whatever. It's something. Yeah, it does tie back. It always ties back to all of this. I mean, if we're talking NATO, I guess it would. That makes a lot of sense. At least your country has a railroad system it uses. I know. Still better than America with their non-existent railroad connections. They don't have any at all, which is obviously much worse. Okay, that's about where it stops already, I guess. One part of the deal would involve EU countries unwilling to take in refugees being given the option to contribute to a fund managed by Brussels to support those who would host them. That sounds like a okay idea, maybe. Duda said his government was still skeptical about an agreement the EU says hopes might be implementable next year. Yeah, and you gotta take care of all those refugees. Just open them. Open your borders to the refugees, okay? I can give you a PSA on Discord once I'm more comfortable with my voice. Ooh, that would be fun. I would like that. I would like to have you as a guest speaker, sure. Let me tell you, the horrors of having Schienenersatzverkehr while traveling between countries is pain. Oh, I can imagine. And if if part of your travel takes place in Germany, you will have a Schienenersatzverkehr. That one is pretty much guaranteed. You're gonna ride that bus, and you're not gonna like it. Yeah, literally getting from city to city can be an hour-long plus drive, traffic included in over there in the Americas. Yeah. I mean, America is also very, very big. Hi, Wolfie, what's up? Did you hear about the terrorist attack in Nottingham this morning? No, I did not. I would like to hear about this. I would like to. Nottingham terrorist? Me being good at Googling. Oh, this happened. This happened like right now. What happened here? 3 dead, 3 in hospital. The whole city was shut down. Holy fuck. What's going on? It's like live reporting over there. Don't autoplay this video. Do not. Can I read this? Am I allowed to read this? Counter-terrorism police have raided a home on a road where 2 people were found dead in Nottingham. Dressed in tactical gear, around dozens of armed officers used a battering ram to break in. Yeah, but what happened? What happened exactly? I mean, I guess I could watch the video.
Serious incident that they're dealing with, but as you can see, these are the pictures that you shot, where they sir, from your window earlier on. Tell us what we're seeing.
Yeah, so that was initially what we woke up to. That when we first looked out the window, that's what we saw. We saw a man.
Oh, it was a van attack. Oh, I see. That's always scary. I hate those. I mean, obviously, terrorism's not that great. But when people drive with their van into like crowds, or I guess I don't know, there wasn't a crowd here, was there?
And multiple armed police surrounding him, and then more armed police later turned up after that. And a few of the armed police. Serious incident that they're dealing with, but as you can see, these are the pictures that you shot.
Okay, you just looped that twice. Interesting, thank you. Good video making, thank you. The killer has been arrested, but no one knows if it's just a crazy prick or if it was a coordinated attack. All public transport shut down as well. Damn, yeah, it keeps happening, doesn't it? Isn't it a thing that trains are always delayed in Germany? Yes, yes. notoriously hate our railway system because they're always late. Yes, Tench, what's up? What's up? What do you need? Okay, so like they raided the house. The home is on the street where 2 out of 3 people were found dead at around 4 a.m. That doesn't sound very coordinated. I don't know. An eyewitness has claimed they heard blood-curdling screams before a man and a woman were attacked with a knife. Oh wait, it was a knife attack. So it wasn't a van attack. It wasn't... What the fuck is even happening? Jesus Christ, UK. Are you okay? 3 people were run over, 3 stabbed to death. And each attack was in a different part of the city. Okay, that may just be a crazy coincidence. But I guess we'll have to see if any, like, statements come out. And or are found, like a manifesto or something. It was just, like, random people, I guess. I don't know if they targeted specific people. Tragic incident, murder arrest made. Huh, I see. California is trying to revive the public railroad service again. Well, we'll hope. Maybe it'll work out. It's always worth it, but Americans think personal finance is the same as government finance, so it's a hard pitch. It's like, wait, we have to pay taxes for you to make trains happen? Fuck that. We don't do that. I don't want to pay for those trains. 3 people were in, yeah, I see. I don't live in Nottingham, but you do live in Yorkshire, but my dad told me. It's fucking shocking. Yeah, it is. Stuff like that keeps happening. It's pretty scary. I have a colleague who takes the train from Switzerland and back if the ICE is delayed in Germany, as always. The Swiss have no mercy. They will put the ICE behind every regional train at the very end. Oh boy, yeah. They were not gonna wait for our little super fast train. I'm a part of fun today. Have fun, everyone. Take a dolly train. I'm gonna Google what that is. I'm gonna Google what dolly train is. Is that like... Okay. It's a medication used to treat... Oh, it's paracetamol. Paracetamol. Why is that the same thing? Calms the pain. Okay, calms the pain, lowers the fever. Okay. How many psychos walk the streets? It's scary. Yeah, we heard the boy. I wonder if these are connected attacks, but so far it doesn't really seem like it points to it being connected in any meaningful way. So we talked about Ukraine. We're not gonna watch a ref video. It's so Jover. We're not watching a ref video. Yay, we're freed of ref for today. No, I do like watching ref videos. They are funny. I just like to pretend it's a pain, you know what I mean? See you. So we're just not gonna do that. Is there a way to like strike through in Google Docs? Because I haven't found it yet. One day I will find it. I just see like bold, italic, underline, and change color, but I don't know where strike through is. Very important things to discuss on stream. I can also just delete it since we didn't talk about it, I guess. No ref. Only, well, we had a Xander Hall talks about ref segment. I like that. That's a good segment. We're Frev. We're Frev. Yeah, yes we are. Just Google how to do strike through. Yeah, I could. I know. I just don't really care. It's the thing. It's that I don't really care about it too much. Okay, text. Yes, black. None. Thank you. Look at me making my little Google Doc. It's important. Just Google it now. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun playing video games. I'm gonna make some food soon. I mean, we do watch a ref video every single time one of these streams happen. I suggest we tone it down on the ref dosing. That is true. We're gonna overdose on ref content otherwise. Although, you know, I make sure to administer the ref takes in very small portions because I do pause like every few seconds. Yeah, highlighting maybe. But I already looked at that. There's a lot of options there. Format options, but then it's just that. Anyway, doesn't matter right now. It does not matter right now. You'll still be there. Okay, that's good, but I'll be done very soon as well. Did you hear about the guy, I believe in Bavaria, being arrested so he couldn't take part in an LG demonstration before he did anything? Wait, what is an LG demonstration? Am I dumb? Should I know what that is? Oh, Last Generation? That's Last Generation, right? That's the climate activism. See, sometimes I just need to think about it for a little bit. They arrested him before he took part in a demonstration, just like preemptively. Yeah, it is Last Generation. Okay, I found it. Good. That sounds illegal as fuck. What the hell? You can't just arrest people because of the suspicion that they might do something, right? It sounds illegal to me. Yeah, my wall already has a dent from me hitting my head against it during ref segments. I'm sorry. We should find like another person to talk about. But I like you know, those type of reactionary content creators, I guess. But somebody who's also in the VTuber space, he just perfectly fits like my my target spectrum. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, other people, other leftist commentators will talk about the quartering. I will talk about Rev. That sort of thing. Because dunking on him is pretty fun. Because he makes very, like, bad points. He's not good at making the points that he makes. It's always surprising to me how easy it is to grow to a sizable, like, size on the right, but you really just need to parrot the points that they want to hear. You don't need to be funny or charming or be able to have, like, good rhetoric or anything of the sort. That is completely unnecessary. You just gotta say what they want you to say, and then what they want to hear, and then it goes. There it goes. Would you be interested in some content suggestion from yours truly? Yes, I am. I actually have on my Discord, we have a little tab that it's under serious talk, which we have little categories, obviously. We have content suggestions. I've also looked at, you may notice if you go there are already content suggestions in there, which I've all looked at least the headlines and stuff, but I didn't see anything that I felt like I had a good, like, idea of what to talk about if I were to talk about them, so I didn't. But it's all right there. It's okay. If you say so. If you say no. No. Do suggest them. Do, like, put them in there. Or just, you know, any way of getting them to me is fine, I guess. But, you know, I'll then look at it and pick and choose what I think I have anything interesting to say about or not. I think they can in Bavaria because of what of their laws, which they said would only be used in bad cases like terrorism. Wink wonk, wink wonk. Yeah, Bavaria is a place, isn't it? I always forget the Discord exists. The Discord exists. Lots of posts on the Discord. Lots of me screaming about funny shit in my respective channels sometimes. They got banned from playing Magic the Gathering. That's the quartering, yes. Got banned from playing Magic the Gathering quartering. Apparently, he's done some weird stuff. I don't know a lot about him. I just know that he's a reactionary dude. That's all I know. That is where it starts and stops for the quartering for me. I've seen like 1 or 2 videos. I do not know. Been waiting to post my own dogs on the Discord. Yes! Post your dogs! We have dog pigs. We have all of that. All that sort of stuff. Lots of obsession in the Discord. Yeah. The Discord is where I go to be unhinged. Because I can't do that on Twitter. Because people may see. And I can do that sort of on the streams. But, you know, I don't stream all of the time. So, you know. Which actually reminds me. I wanted to check on something. Hello, subscriptions feed. Are you going to load? Thank you. I'm subscribed to, like, every VTuber on the planet, by the way. I wanted to know if you're streaming tonight. Are you streaming tonight? Because he said he might do an early stream. But I guess if it's not scheduled... Ah! Slay! Early stream! Let's actually go. Nice. Oh yeah, I remember, I heard about this. The Quartering made several videos on Brie Larson and actually pissed in his basement because his wife got food without him. I've heard all of these things. Oh my god, yeah. True, now that you brought it back into my brain. I know Juno's on break today. Yeah, technically Juno is on break today, but she thought about maybe streaming, but you know. Oh my god, in 4 hours. Let's go. Early streams are great. They do overlap with some other streamers that I watch though, which sucks, but at least I can get some sleep. So that's pretty nice. What are we talking about? Huh. That's good. That's a good title. I like to click notify me as though I'm not like waiting for the stream to happen. Watch early. Watch early. Early watch stream. Very good. Gonna be sleeping at that time. That's valid. That's very valid. See, maybe you would be up for normal or like late, I guess, watch streams, depending on how you consider those. Getting some sleep is good. It is. I went to bed before 2 in the morning last night. Well, technically this morning. That's pretty good for me. The way that my sleep schedule is built up, getting to bed before 2 in the morning, pretty good. Oh yeah, it's already... Yeah, that's very late, true. For me, for you, my streams are very late. Yeah, Kyle's Secular Talk has already talked about this, the stream title. Oh, nice. I need to check out Secular Talk more. I've already, like, I've searched him up last time when you mentioned him. But I want to actually watch him now. I hate when my favorite streamers overlap with each other. Me too. I might do a take a raid and watch his chat. I could. I can't. Wait, can I? Probably I can't. Wait, can I? Because you can do raids on YouTube. Did you know that you can actually do real, like, send people over raids on YouTube? But you have to allow it. Like, the other person that you want to raid needs to allow the redirect. And I don't know if Vosh allows redirects from literally anybody or everybody, you know what I mean? On YouTube. Vosh, can I redirect to you? Is that possible? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible, probably. I watched Secular Talk for years already. Damn, nice. I think I discovered Vosh via Kyle Kalinske years ago. I see. Hi, Aaron, also. Whoa. I am... already leaving. I'm planning on leaving. Yeah, no, I don't think I can redirect to Vosh, which, you know, what a shame. He needs these numbers. Oh, Kyle's been iffy, you say? Well, I mean, I don't know him, but maybe I'll look into him. Not everybody's takes are perfect, you know. I still like to watch some people when I disagree with some of their takes. It just depends. How many of your takes are iffy? There were some raids to Vosh before, though. That's true, but I couldn't find him in the little list thingy, so... I don't know. Maybe he needs to whitelist the channel, or maybe I need to get better at finding these. Maybe it just doesn't show up because it's only live in 4 hours. Generally, lots of maybes, but I don't know. I'll watch the VOD later. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Shoutouts to the Vosh watchers. Well, that too. That's me. But I mean, shoutouts to the VOD watchers. How's the past? How's the past treating you? I don't know if you make it to the very end. Do you watch the very end of these? If you're a VOD it's so hard to say. If you're a VOD watcher, you can raid pre-live chats. I know, right? I've done it before. I have done it before, but not with Vosh. It didn't show up in the little list where I was looking for people to raid. So it doesn't matter. I'll just leave. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee indeed. Everything is in the past. Technically, that's true. There is no present. There's only past and future. And the second you say the word present, it's already the past. Isn't that crazy? Okay, he's getting better on the takes. Oh, all right. I'm Morbin. I am Morbin. Yeah, when I find out I can't even raid Vosh. So sad, man. Can't show my real and honest viewer support. But soon my subscription will be up, so I can subscribe again. I'm thinking of subscribing at a higher tier to Vosh. Maybe I will. A VOD Vosh watcher. Say that 3 times fast. I am a VOD Vosh watcher. A VOD Vosh watcher. A VOD watcher. Yes, that's me. That is actually me. I couldn't tell you we're saying VOD until now. I thought you were saying Vosh. They're too close. Sorry, did I miss something? Oh, no, we're just trying to figure out how to say VOD and Vosh in quick suggestions. I can't speak at all. Let's not speak anymore at all. Succession. Woosh, wood, woosher. Yes, woosh. I'm a wood, woosher. How many woods could a woosher woosh if a wood woosh? Yes, that's me. Vash the Stampede. English speaking 100. Honestly, I never struggled until I started to stream. It's like, oh, pronouncing words is actually hard when you talk non-stop for 3 hours straight. Who would have thought? It's a revolutionary thought. I'm still reeling from it, but you know, we try to do our best. I'm gonna make food. Maybe. I'm gonna make food and or walk Tenji. Maybe in the opposite order. Might be better. It's so fucking warm outside, dude. I always sweat when I stream. Streaming is such a sweaty job. It's not even that warm outside. It's absolutely fine outside. It's 23 degrees. Expected tea storms on Friday. Oh my god. All my trans mask fellows, please get outside. The tea storms are happening. There's a few JP VTubers we could raid. If I need somebody. I don't need somebody to raid. You can find your own entertainment after this is over. It's fine. I only raid people I know personally. It's alright. Oh my god, Vosh the Stampede. That's a fan art waiting to happen. It would be, wouldn't it? I remember Wash got his name from an OC of his name Wash. Wash Chinita? I forgot. He just shortened it to Wash. That is so slay of him. That is so slay. Naming yourself after your OC is actually the best thing that you can do. I think people should do that more often. I know my friends who do that. I like that a lot. That's very queer of him. Okay, I'm actually gonna head out now though. We did our stream, we did everything that was on the docket, almost, kind of. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we also do something. What is that something that we do tomorrow? Well, I definitely know it and am not looking it up on my schedule, which I always post to Twitter. Oh, we're prepping the VTuber model. We made a democratically decided VTuber model, by the way. And we're gonna prep her for Live 2D. That means a lot of layers separating. Maybe we'll even start Live 2D. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you for the stream. It was very fun. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. This is Zecke signing out. I'm trying to say my name more often so it's easier to pronounce for people. Good luck, Zecke. Been fun. See you next stream. See you around. Have a good day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yes, a VTuber model that I'm gonna give away. Servus. You are the most barbarian. Barbarian. Das Aftra. Bye-bye. Ciao.